Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me? I'm back. All right, so I reset all this junk and I restarted, and let's see if it helped at all. I sure hope it did. Sorry, you wreck everything. Why would you say that? Okay, click on the link. Okay, did that work?
Wait.
I can hear you.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I I I just made YouTube go away. So
All right, I fixed it. I'm so proud of myself. Okay.
well, whatever you did, good job.
Thank you.
I have no idea. Uh, I'm looking at three things under here.
Mhm.
Um, I hit the text thing, so now I can see the text, but I can't type. So the next thing over, there he is. Look at that guy.
What's up, Brook Trout?
Hello.
Can she hear y'all now? Can she hear you now?
Yes, I restarted everything.
Perfect.
He
Aren't
figured
you
it
proud
out.
of me?
I am.
Thanks. High five. Give it to me. Up high.
Boom.
There we go. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Come here, Nikki. Come on. There we go.
I need to find my phone holder up there. Hold on.
Hey, babe.
I
Come
think
on.
there it is.
Yeah, I just got home from work.
How
Hold on.
was it today?
It was good. Slow night, so I consider that good.
Yeah, that's a good night.
So let's see. I wrecked your live. Oh, no, I don't look at it like that. Brook trout, sometimes they're just a snafu, a glitch.
Mm-hmm. Well, if it
Yeah.
has anything to do with technology, I can't find my. There it is. Hold on. I'm finding my phone holder upper
Okay.
that I use
Come here.
because I don't have a computer. I don't have cameras. I don't have a microphone. I don't have anything. I have my dumb phone that doesn't work properly. So hold on. So the only reason I came on, ooh, look at that. I went to sit there and hold my phone, was going to be turtle stories because I started thinking about them. I was like, oh, what about that turtle? So I have another one and another one. Some of them are from Illinois, some from Wisconsin, some from Michigan, and a couple from Florida, which I don't know if I can speak legally on that because they're about tortoises. And tortoises are like, you can't even look at them or you're going to go to prison. So,
Can you oh my goodness. Look at him. I was gonna say, can you turn his little face so I can see? Oh, he licked you. Okay.
Yeah, she's a sweetie.
What's her name?
Her name is
Oh,
Rosemary,
Rosemary. That's gross.
and she shares my birthday.
Which
Oh,
is?
I don't give all. Well, it ain't no big deal. It's December the 3rd,
Oh, okay.
so she's a little over a year old.
Nice.
Uh, yeah, she's. I've got three Bostons: Rosemary and Nikki. I had Nikki in my lap, but she hopped down and Rosemary wanted up. So um,
sleeping.
I really don't know much about Restream. I have a lot more familiarity with live talk studio Streamlabs, with StreamYard, and with EV Mux. But the
Well, I just Googled what to do and then I
yeah,
did it. So,
yeah, some things tend to be universal. A lot of times you can go through your sometimes, for example, when I came on, I had to set my camera to, it had, I guess, one of my social media cameras set, and it's not turned on. Oh, or it's actually running through my OBS right now, so it wasn't showing that. I had to switch it over to OBS. So ain't no big deal. But but some of these things are just universal. I'm gonna hop down. I just wanted to come up and say hello and make sure that y'all got everything straightened out.
Okay, so now I just texted. I move things around so like I can read the chat.
oh, well, that's good.
And Lulu says, "Can you see my chat?" And so I typed in, "I can see your chat, but I don't see it on the chat."
Thank you, Belt Loop.
Yeah, thanks, Gary.
You're you're typing in a private chat to me. That's why she can't see it.
Well, how come I can't chat? Like, how come I can't type in the regular?
I don't
Uh,
know. What did you do with the chat part?
it's below. It's below the screen.
Can you move it up?
Well, right there is not your face. It shows your little symbol, and then me, and then the chat is over there, which I can't see because it's super small. So then I put underneath here is there's a little person thingy right there, the the message chat thing, which is the regular chat, and then over there is that private chat. So if you would have to I have to type in YouTube, he says, which I made YouTube go away because the last time it was all echoey.
Yeah.
So can you hear me, Lulu? See about Loop 29. Yesterday we went and played disc golf and we are driving and I happened to look down and my odometer was 55554. I'm like, ooh, it's gonna be 55555. So I was gonna take a video out and whenever I say somebody, if I say somebody in my chat, that means that I'm talking about my wife. So somebody doesn't like me playing with the phone when I'm driving. So I wanted to take a video of the odometer going to 55555. And then I was going to just do a video and go, sorry about Loop, it's not 29. Because he's all about the 29, Kevin
Yeah.
Harvick.
He likes the 29. Yeah.
I, uh, I was a Blue Deuce guy, Rusty Wallace, so, but anyway. So, turtle time. Can you hear me, Lulu? Yes, I can hear you. Okay.
It's turtle time.
So, the very first turtle story, three or four of these are when I was a kid. One, we would go to a pond and, kids being kids, we found like 20 baby turtles. So we grabbed one of those kiddie pools and filled it up and put rocks and sticks and stuff. And we had ourselves a little turtle community. And we go to that same pond and we caught a bunch of tadpoles and would throw them in there. And the smallest one, this was around Star Wars time too, uh, it would latch onto a tadpole, and the tadpole would be swimming, and the turtle would just be floating attached to the tail, and they would just group up on it, two, three, four, five little tiny baby turtles, and just mow on a tadpole, which is pretty cool. So the other one, we caught a huge, like 2 foot long turtle. And this is around Jaws. So we painted it white and named it Great White and let it go. You could see it in the lake floating around all white. Then let's see the other when I was a kid. So we have a camp up in Michigan. It's a pretty big lake. It's a huge lake, deep. It's ice cold. So how turtles live in there, I don't know. But um, we had gone out fishing in the morning and had a stringer full of smallmouth bass and giant perch, and they're hanging on the back of on the stringer on the back of the little rowboat. We didn't even have a pier back then; it was just pulled up to shore. So a little later on, I see the neighbor kid. He was about my age. I haven't seen him since because they sold the camp. So me and little young Rudy are running around the woods with our BB guns, and I said, "Hey, come, come look at the fish we caught." And I jumped in the boat, and the pressure of me being in the boat, uh, all of a sudden this head pops out from under the boat, and it was the size of a 16-inch softball. It was huge, and it popped out, and it was trying to crawl out underneath, but because I was in the boat, it was like stuck, and I freaked out. So I jumped out, and it was coming out like in slow motion. And me and my friend were shooting at it with our BB guns. Not that that was going to do anything, but we were both freaking out. It was sitting under the boat, and it had eaten at least half of my catch. Like there were a couple fish on there that were like in half, just sitting on the stringer, cut in half. So
Wow.
a few years later, um, my neighbor kids were up with us. Like it was either Memorial Day or right after school. My dad brought us up, so there's three of us. And we're in the boat, we're fishing, and we are. There's a huge dead log out in the lake. It's all full of moss stuff. We go over there. That turtle was sitting on that log, and it was minimum 3 feet long, 3 foot around. It was the biggest turtle I'd ever seen, and I haven't seen one that big since. So a few years later, we see that turtle. Same turtle has to be. How many turtles are that big? None. So we walked up to it with a stick that big, bigger than a baseball bat, and it snapped it in two. So and they don't let go. If you put your arm in front of a snapping turtle and it bites you or it grabs your hand, it's like a pit bull. It's not going to let go. You're going to have to cut your hand off to get it away
Yeah,
from
I
that
don't wanna
turtle.
find out. I believe
No.
you.
So okay, those were like all my kid turtles. Besides all the little like the painted turtles and that we would catch
Yeah.
and
So,
poke.
can you see what Lulu is typing?
Um,
Or
I
no?
the last thing I see is there's a frog, a turtle, and a
Oh,
fish.
okay. I just wanna make sure you could see what she was saying. Um,
And then the
now
laundry
she's got
basket.
now she's
Uh-huh.
she's got a
So
log and a turtle.
so let's see. Is there any other turtle thingies other than um, seen a few on the highway way up there by the camp that we stopped. And actually, Wisconsin, I stopped. There was a huge one in the road, and there was some little old lady who was blocking traffic. She she was trying to scooch it off with like a folding lawn chair, and wasn't doing very well at it. So I jumped out and grabbed it by the tail and threw it in the weeds and went about our business.
Well, you
But
said that these are really cool turtle stories, but she was hoping that they would contain more nuts.
well, okay, now let's fast forward to up at camp, and this was probably 4, 5, 6 years ago. Um, there was a big turtle hanging around our camp, hanging around our dock. We would go fishing, and this was part of the issue. Um, we didn't know the turtle was hanging around. We would catch fish, clean them. You're not supposed to do this, so if the DNR is listening, don't listen. Throw all the guts in the water, so and the heads and stuff. So we would like throw them out as far as we can go, and they sink, and nobody's going to see them. Well, obviously that drew in probably not just one turtle, but more than one. So we would leave fish on the stringer, and we'll clean them later. Well, same as when I was a kid, the turtle was stealing fish. So I was trying to catch a turtle, so I had a hook that was like, I don't even know where we got it. It was a huge hook, like you would use it down here for shark fishing. And I impaled a fish and tied it to the end of the dock, and every time I did that, I could not catch it. I couldn't hook them and catch them. Not that if I did do that, the only thing I'd be able to do would be to shoot it, because how do you take off a turtle that big? So anyway, we don't know how big it is. We didn't see it. We just know that it's around. So now it's late at night, and we got the sauna cranked. And I love my saunas, so I'll take a 2, 3 hour sauna, and it's hot. So you get it up nice and hot, 160, 150, 160, stoke it up, 170, and you go and jump in the lake to cool off. It feels so good. You go from hot to cold. Feels awesome. Nothing better than a sauna. So
There's
it's
nothing
it,
better than a
nothing,
sauna?
nothing. If you've never taken a good hot sauna, you don't know what you're missing. It fixes everything. Like, um, supposedly, if you have inflammation, I was going to a chiropractor, and he's like, "Oh, you can't take a sauna. Saunas are bad for inflammation. You need ice." Like, I'll never stop taking a sauna. Um, so I get the sauna cranked up, and it's right at dusk. So there's a little bit of light. The lake is like glass, and it's reflecting the sky, so it's just black. It's like blacker than black. And I get to stoke it up. I get it all hot and steamy, and I'm running down the hill. It's a pretty good distance from the sauna down to the dock. And I get down to there, and I'm running full bore. And as I'm jumping off the end of the dock, like 20 feet out, a turtle head as big as my head pops up out of the water as I'm diving in. So I was like Wile E. Coyote in midair, trying to stop, trying to go backwards, trying to do whatever but land in that water. And I landed in the water, and I couldn't get out fast enough because the turtle had to be, and I don't think it was the same one from when I was a kid, but I hadn't seen a turtle head that big since I was a kid. So it could have been that same
He just
turtle.
wanted to play.
I couldn't get out of there fast enough. It freaked me out so bad. And since then, jumping in the water in the pitch black, like I did this past year. Um, I don't do it as much anymore, but we don't keep that. We don't throw scraps of fish in the lake anymore. We don't have stringers full of fish. While the fishing kind of sucks in the lake now, the DNR screwed it up, and that's a whole different topic. But a couple of years ago, taking a sauna this during the day. So kids are swimming, tons of people around. So I'm taking a sauna and I'm fishing, walking my way down the shoreline, and there's tons of trees and deadfalls and stuff. And I'm walking down the shoreline, and I thought it was a rock, and it had moss on it and stuff, and it started to move, and it was a turtle, and it was kind of coming towards me. So I'm in like not even knee deep water. I was by the shore, so I was like in a foot of water. And I see this thing kind of coming towards me, and I wiggled my toe, and it turned its head and locked on my foot. And I thought it was going to grab my toe. And like I said earlier, if it grabs onto something, it's not letting go. I probably would have had to cut my toe off to get away from that turtle. And it wanted me, so I wiggled it again, and sure enough, I don't know if it thought it was a fish, a worm, I don't know what it
It didn't
thought it
care,
was.
it just knew that it moved and it.
Oh yeah, and it was gonna get me. And so I took a step, and it kept coming, and I took another step, and I was going away, and it was coming faster, and I got out of there. Uh, so didn't have a phone. I would have went back and took a video of it trying to get me, whatever. But yeah, those are my turtle stories. I don't know if you have
Those were
any.
awesome stories, don't you think so,
Uh,
Lulu? High
um,
five, give it to me. High five. There you go.
I tried taking a video on when did we go play frisbee golf yesterday? What's today? Thursday. We went Thursday. A huge soft shell turtle. So they have really long necks. This thing was like 18 inches big. It was a big one. And I was kind of far out in the pond. And as soon as I grabbed my phone to do a little video, it went under and it popped up further away. So I didn't take a video. But I do have one of um, a different disc golf course we were playing. And there was a turtle sitting on a log, and I was just doing a little video. Like everything I video in Florida, it's like the most poisonous animal in the world, and they're gonna kill you. So I have a video of that. I don't know if I put it on YouTube or not. If I didn't, I should look for it and put it on there because it's pretty funny. Like as soon as I'm talking about it, it's like slinks into the water off the log like it's gonna get me. So those are my turtle stories. Okay, good night. See everybody.
Oh, okay. See you.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. I don't have any turtle stories. Well, that one, I saw them, well, I thought they were just, giving it a ride, but according to Don't Like that's not what they were doing.
No, and those weren't even two. Those are going to be like half breeds because one was a painted turtle and one was a
I
natural.
don't know the difference. I didn't even look for that. I just thought, "Oh my god, how
Well, my
cute."
other my other turtle stories. Um, I found one, a baby. This was a few years ago. So I was in Wisconsin, and I got this cool little turtle, and I brought it home, showed the kids, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep the turtle. And I had a couple grandkids. I'm like, I'm gonna keep the turtle, and in a few years, I'll just give it to the grandkids, and he's gonna outlive all of us because turtles can live a long time. So it
Yes.
went from being that big to being a foot. It was that big. And there's a couple videos on my thing that show him. I would keep him inside in the winter, obviously, because what, he can't hibernate in a koi pond that's plastic. They bury into the mud and they just go to sleep for the winter. So we had him a few years, and somebody's like, "You got to get rid of the turtle." I'm like, "No, the turtle's fine. He's good." I called him Snappy. So during flood stage of the river that we lived by, she decided to let him go. And I never seen Snappy again. He could have been washed down and turned into a resident of stupid Illinois because that river went into the chain of lakes in northern Illinois.
That
So
kinda sucks
yeah, and then
if
my
it was your
other
pet, and you wanted to keep it.
we the my buddy coworker that I lived with before I sold my place in Wisconsin before I came down here. Um, did you see the one where he's in the aquarium eating the bluegill? The bluegill's about that big, and he's munching on the bluegill, and he pulls him into his little turtle cave. That one's on. That one's on my thing too. But my buddy found one. We were doing a house that's on a lake, and we're going in and out, and he looks down, and there's a little baby turtle, like little guy like what I had. So he brought him home. He named him Joey because that was the owner of the house. His name was Joe, who he does painting and drywall and stuff. So we named him Little Joey, and he had him in an aquarium for a few years. He would bring him outside in the summer on occasion and put him in a little pool and that. But all he ate was shrimp. He would give him shrimp. He put he would get little goldfish and put them in there. And the one goldfish survived, and it was huge. I forget what he named him. I don't remember. But this turtle, like mine, he was in a big aquarium, and I would throw in live fish, and so it would like hunt them and get them and eat them. My buddy's turtle, Joey, he would just eat dead shrimp, and he was so big and fat, and he let him go in the pond by our shop. So it was like a 1 acre pond. There was a turtle or two already in there. So he let him go in there, and every now and then we'll go, I wonder how Joey's doing. Because when he let him go, he basically sank like a rock. And, like, he didn't move around too much. All he did was eat dead shrimp. So we don't know if little Joey made it or not.
Well, I
We
hope
don't
he
know.
did.
We don't know if Snappy is.
Lulu, do you have any turtle stories? I hope so. These wires are getting on my nerves.
So I do have, like I said, a couple tortoise things, but I don't know if I want to
Mhm.
put that out there because you can't even look at them. You'll be arrested and
Mm-mm.
beaten. They're
Don't say anything
sacred.
like that.
Well, like they make holes everywhere, and
Mhm.
they're little dens. So there's a fishing spot I go to next to a bridge. It's right by my house. I did a video where people are using that as like a garbage can. Look down and I'm like, ooh, there's a brand new turtle hole. And I look down in there and there's Corona cans or whatever was down there. I'm like, you idiots.
I saw that one. Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people are pigs.
They can be, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe you fell asleep and then you woke up. I would be like a zombie right now.
No, I do that all the time. I'll wake up at 3 in the morning and can't go back to sleep.
So the
I
last
don't,
couple of nights, you and Lulu have stayed up pretty
oh,
late, and she
she,
told me that y'all were talking bad about me.
no.
Just
Oh. I don't talk bad about anybody. There's 4 people that I talk bad about. and
Only 4?
yeah, only
Okay.
4.
That's
Uh,
not too bad.
yeah, and it's all political, so I don't know if people want to. How many people are on here? I can't see that. Is it just you, me, and
It
Lulu?
looks like it's 4, so it's I don't think that counts me, so there's 2 other people just kinda chilling, and that's okay. That's
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I jump on different lives that it's just politics, and with my daughter, I get riled up. So um,
I can understand that.
yeah, so the 4 people I hate, I'll tell it if you want. Can I say them or no?
You can say whatever you want as long as
They,
it's not the F word.
oh no, I won't swear. So um, I called the district attorney in Racine and said, now that these people are out of office, I want them brought up on charges of accessory to murder. And she's like, what are you talking about? I said, I want Biden, Harris, and Mayorkas charged with accessory to murder, if not manslaughter. And of course, the dude that's sitting in prison. Those are the 4 people that if I ever seen them face to face, I would just punch him right in the face. I'd go to jail.
Harris
I
is
don't
an
even,
idiot.
I don't even care if he was the ex-president of the United States. I would assault him. So, old piece of crap. So if you're a Biden fan, sorry, I hate him. I hate Harris. I hate Mayorkas. I called Mayorkas. I called them all.
Mhm.
State reps, uh, federal, national, senators,
Yeah,
representatives, et cetera, et cetera. Some people talked to me,
yeah.
and some people didn't. And you could guess who talked to me and who didn't, because I actually spoke with the Mayorkas office, and one of his lackeys said, "You'll never get to talk to him." And I said, "Why? I have what department is he in charge of? The Homeland Security." I said, "I have a Homeland Security issue. Um, I need to speak with them." And he's like, "Oh, you will never get to speak with him." So I would love to get him in court and speak to him face to face.
And who is that?
Mayorkas,
Who is that?
he was the Homeland Security guy for Biden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was part of the issue of them just, letting them come in by the millions.
Yep. Mhm.
So yeah, he's partially responsible. He's been in front of the Senate, and of course, he lies and pleads the fifth, et cetera, et cetera. They're all criminals.
I
So
don't know
no more
anybody
talk.
that liked Biden.
Yeah, no
We're
more
Trump
politics.
people.
They
We
don't
have
want
Trump
to hear
flags in our yard and everything, so
who's making what up. Lou says you're making that up.
Oh, I think she's talking about when I said that y'all were talking bad about me.
Oh yeah, I wasn't talking bad about you at all. Mm-mm. But yeah, she kept me up way later than normal.
That's a shame,
I mean,
Lulu.
if I'm, what time? It's 1:30 now,
Yes.
but
Mhm.
I don't have to work tomorrow for one. Uh, I am on call, but we have a youngster in the shop that has volunteered to take Saturday on call, so I don't
Well,
have to work.
that's nice.
Yeah, even though I could use the money too, but whatever. It's no guarantee that you're gonna be working. It's just on
Yeah.
call.
Well, my husband was supposed to work this weekend, but he
Mhm.
cannot because he is sick.
Yeah, that's crazy how that's going around too. And I don't know if they're calling it like half flu, half COVID, which the whole COVID thing too. I'm like, whatever. I didn't get it at all. I don't think. I was never sick. Um, Part of it was the sauna. You take a sauna, you can't get sick. So everybody needs a sauna. We have 4 up at camp that we could choose from.
Everybody needs a sauna, Lulu. Do you have one?
Hmm. So my dad gave my sister 5 acres, and she's going to build a camp. The first thing she did was order a sauna. So it was one of those barrel ones, and it was 12 grand delivered. set up, ready to go, 12 grand.
Wow.
So my wife says we should get one. Well, I want to build one in my backyard, just a little tiny one, like a 2-person one. I have an old antique potbelly stove that I could use as my heat. Um, but she said, why don't we just buy a barrel stove and bring it down here? It doesn't have to be the $12,000 one. It could be the $6,000 one that's not as big and whatever. I said, how are we going to get it in the backyard? They're huge. I would have to rent a crane and get it up over my house and set it back on my back patio. Yeah, it's called the sun in the summer. Not the same. Does the sun get you up to 170? And then you jump in the ice cold lake. So two sauna stories in the winter. Um, like the water out of our well up there, it comes out of the ground at like 34 degrees. It's like just above freezing. It's like the world's greatest water. My boy could just take a bucket and dump it on his head. Where I'm a baby, I can't do that. But we're up ice fishing. Me and I don't even know how we squeezed them all in there. Eight or 10 guys, all my buddies, were up ice fishing. And we're like, okay, let's take a sauna. So there's probably at least 5 of us in the sauna. And it's like 160 degrees. And one of them takes a full 5-gallon bucket, fills it full of snow, opens the door and throws it on us. So he just peppers us. It was like being hit with a million needles on your skin. It felt good, but it hurt at the same time. So a few years later, it was just me and my buddy up there ice fishing. Took a few days off, the dude that I moved in with, my buddy. So this is at the time he was drinking. So he went and just jumped into the snowbank. Gets all hot and jumps in the snow, and he's laying there. He's like, "Oh, you got to try it." He did it again, and I'm like, "You're crazy. That's like just go and jump in the snow. You're nuts." So he did it a third time, and I'm like, "Okay, I'll do it." So the guy lived up there, plowed our driveway for us because we were coming in. So there was like a foot of fluffy snow, and then a layer of ice, and then another foot of snow. So there was like over 2 feet of snow just in the yard, but it was snow, 6 inches of ice, and then snow. So I jumped off of the snowbank that was plowed and dove in face first like a Superman flying through the air, and my face first right into the ice. So I thought I broke my nose. Blood everywhere, right at the rim of my nose, right here.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. It was, I wish I had video on that because it looked like a murder scene. There was blood everywhere. It was hilarious.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know,
So,
Lulu, this would be so much better if you were up here too.
yeah, Lulu. It
Come
was,
on.
so, mm-hmm. Yeah. Hello, caller. This is Turtle Talk. Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for the turtle stories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a few of them, but yeah. The one that was coming after me when I was wiggling the toe, um, other than with the one that popped up as I was in midair, it was like all slow motion. That was kind of it was cool, and I knew that, as soon as I jumped in, I'm sure it went one way. What they say about animals. They're more afraid of you than you are of them. So I'm sure it swam that way as I swam towards the shore. But that little one, it was probably a foot long. It was good size. That was actually like hunting my toe.
Yeah.
That was freaky.
She said, "No way." Okay.
Why? You
It's
do
okay.
lives in your kitchen. You do cooking lives. What difference does it make? No way. She has to go.
Oh, you have to go. Okay. Well, sleep well. Hope you feel
She
better.
was up too late.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's not feeling good either.
she's not feeling good. No.
That's a bummer. Take lots of vitamin C and echinacea.
I went to the store and got all that stuff,
Yeah,
medicine for him, and he requested lemons and orange juice, and I got vitamin C and the little gummy things. I started taking it too because I don't wanna be sick.
yeah. hmm
Bye, Lulu. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
See ya. hmm Then today, I took a video of the moon. I'm in the backyard doing bird stuff, and I
Uh-huh.
looked up. So the moonrise affects fishing. So
Yes.
my buddy in Illinois has his like best friend moved to North Dakota. Um, the family farm is like 1,000 acres, and the great grandpas and whatever. So he's up in North Dakota, and he's he's going to go fishing. He's so my buddy sent the other one a picture of like the moonrise, and he circled it, and I'm like, oh yeah, the moonrise, and I looked it up. It was like 1:45 p.m. in the afternoon that the moon rose here. So I'm in the backyard, and it's kind of getting late, and the sky is pink, and the sun's setting. I might go tomorrow because it's a full moon, so I might go down to the pier, take a video of the sunset, and then sun's over there, moon is directly behind us, just to get the sunset with the full moon. So I look up over my house, there's the moon, 5:30, and it was bright, and it was just surrounded by the the pinkest clouds. They were
Really?
just, oh yeah, it was crazy.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, that's cool, and I'm looking at it, and I get in my stupid house and that, and I'm like, oh, I'll climb up on the roof. So I grabbed the leaf blower. I've been meaning to blow out the gutters anyway, so I grabbed the leaf blower and I jumped up on the moon. And I got a little video of the sun setting that way. And I'm like, but wait. And I turn and I'm panning that way. And the moon was basically behind clouds. They weren't pink anymore. I'm like,
Mhm.
what? It was just the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
And they changed. I'm
It
like,
changes quickly, yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah, there's a full moon, it's the wolf moon. I did a post, did you see it?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw
So
it.
I'm
I
gonna
saw
be out
it.
there trying to get some video of it, but I don't it it's prettier in person, obviously, but
hmm
I'm still gonna try.
Yeah, the camera doesn't do it justice.
Mm-mm, never
No,
does.
you said you did four of those things. I'm like, what was the fourth one? I saw during the debacle of the last live and the shutdown. I seen,
For, videos?
yeah, I
Oh, I
seen the
did
last one where she's standing there cooking,
okay, let me go
dreaming
back.
about laundry.
So, there's, tuna cakes I did for
And what
Jen.
is tuna cakes? Is that a nickname? Is that a cat? Is that?
So, tu it's not a cat, no. Tuna Cakes is her nickname because one day she was cooking
hmm
something. It wasn't tuna cakes, it was something else, and the guy in chat said, "Those tuna cakes look good," or something like that, and it just
hmm
made everybody laugh, and you
hmm
know Vinny? Do you know Vinny from,
hmm
trivia? Well, anyway, He
No, I
started
haven't
all
been on
that.
the trivia thing yet. So one of these days I'll jump on there.
So he started it, and I just ran with it. So
Mm-hmm.
now I call her Miss Tuna Cakes. And then she said one day all the men ask her to shake her tuna cakes, and that just I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, it killed me. So I always mess with her now.
I got it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then there was you with the snapping turtle,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was me with the laundry,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's Lulu because Lulu Lulu she cracks me up. She told me I don't know how old she is, but she's an older lady, obviously, and she told
Yes.
me that do what?
Was it yesterday? Where she brought up she's old and she watches Lawrence Welk. Oh yeah, you were discussing like who's your favorite.
Yes,
The,
yes.
the guy brought up a band or something.
Yeah.
He said
I don't
Lawrence
even know what
Welk.
that is. I've never heard of that.
You've never heard of Lawrence Welk?
That's must be before my time because I've
Oh,
yeah,
he was like the Lawrence Welk Orchestra. Yeah, look him up. It's like, oh my,
okay. I
yeah,
will.
your grandparents watched them.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
one night we were talking, it was just me and her, and she said and we weren't even talking about laundry, we weren't talking about that at all. I think we were talking about cooking or something, and then she
Mm-hmm.
just says, "I like doing laundry in the winter." I said,
Mm-hmm.
"What?" You know, and I said, "Just in the winter?" And she said, "Just in the winter because it keeps her warm."
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. It was just funny to me the way she said that because you wouldn't think that that goes on, you know?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
She's funny though. They're both funny. Her
Mm-hmm.
and Jen, they crack me up.
Yeah, I was watching her last one, cooking I don't, some beef something or other. Was on a little bit. Yeah, I'll jump on different lives and just listen a few minutes and in and out, whatever. Make
Yeah,
a
sometimes
comment.
I'll say, "Hey," and sometimes I don't say anything. I'm just listening.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I don't feel like talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds bad, I know, but
Yeah. And some of those where there's like, 6, 8 people on there all at once, and there's 100 people in the chat. It's like you can't get 2 cents in.
I
So
can't handle that. That's too much for me. That's too much
yeah,
noise.
yeah.
I'd rather just a few people.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't care how many people come on these lives. I'd rather just the same 4 or 5 people, and I'm happy.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Mm-hmm.
So what would you be doing right now if you weren't on a live? Well, it's almost 1 here, so it's almost
Um,
2 there. You would be sleeping.
sleeping
Yeah.
slash possibly out fishing. Go down.
Wow, you
Go
fish that
down.
late?
Oh yeah. Did I have a video of a shark on there? Did you see that? Dude caught like an 8-foot shark.
Yes, on the beach?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
from the pier. So
That's cool.
he walked it down. I was actually on a live with have you seen Blessed to Crochet? Blessed
No.
for Crochet? She's up in I think Ohio. So
Mm-mm.
she was on a live, and I went down fishing down at the pier, and I'm like, oh, she's on live. I'm not catching any fish. I'll just chat with her a little bit. And she's like, okay, I'm ending it. See ya. Have a good night, good weekend, whatever. And I'm like, I'm gonna walk down to the end and see what they're catching. I walked down to the end, and as soon as I walked down there, he hooked up into that shark, and they had caught like a baby, a 2-footer, at the same time. But he walked that thing from the end of the pier all the way down to the beach. He ran down um, onto the beach itself, and his buddy had the pole up on the pier because you just can't just jump down. It's far. You have to go all the way around to the end
Mm-hmm.
over. But yeah, that's the second giant shark that I've seen caught off the pier.
Do
Uh,
y'all just go walk on the beach often?
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, we might go tomorrow. We might go down to there's a dog beach, so we've been there
Oh,
once.
that's good.
Um,
And what is her name? Sukra?
Sukla,
Sukla.
Sukla, Sukla. It's
Sukla.
it's Finnish for chocolate. So, because she's just all dark brown, everybody names her brown dog Coco. So,
Yeah,
Sukla
that's
is
an interesting
Finnish.
name.
Yeah, my mom's nickname is Mumu, Mummu,
Okay.
and that's Finnish for grandma. So, and
Oh, okay. I learned something today.
my yeah, who had kids first? Well, obviously my youngest brother. He has kids all over. Um, my mom said Mumu. I'm like, what's that? It's like that's grandma and Finn. And we just all started laughing. We're like, you're Mumu. You're Mumu from now on. So she had her license plate Mumu 5. So at the time she had 5 grandkids. Um, but yeah, that's I try to do Finn stuff. The beef stew that Lulu's gonna make. That's
Yeah,
called Moyaka, and I can't even tell you how to spell it, but
she's
um,
excited about that.
that's Finn. Finn is Moyaka. Um, and who did you say you don't eat fish? Who doesn't eat? Somebody didn't eat fish. I thought it was in alive, and I thought it was you.
I only eat
Oh
catfish.
no no, you only eat what? Oh, catfish.
Catfish. Hmm.
My mom, she grew up in the UP of Michigan, way up in the woods, right? And they were dirt poor, so they would go and catch fish, and they didn't waste any of the fish. So there's a thing called Culligan Moyaka. Moyaka is stew. Culligan is fish head. So she would come home from school, and dinner would be on the stove, and she would take the lid off the pot and look in the pan, and there would be fish heads and walleye. If you need to have a walleye, you need to drive from wherever you live, go to Wisconsin, and have a Friday night fish fry because there's nothing better. Walleye have really big eyes, and if they're in the shallows and you shine them with a spotlight, they glow in the dark, and they're big. So there would be 6, 8, 10, 12 fish heads in the pot cooking to make a fish stew. And that's why my mom can't eat fish.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would still eat it. I've never had fish head stew, but because the best part of the fish, the filet mignon, is in the cheek. So if you get a really big walleye, you get a little nugget of meat, and it's like the best
Okay.
part of
I'll
meat.
keep that in mind if I'm ever if
Hmm.
I'm ever up there.
If you ever catch a big walleye, keep the cheek meat. Hmm. Yeah.
So we have two people, so someone else is here.
Mhm.
Hello.
Say something, whoever's there.
Is everybody asleep at your house?
Hmm. Yeah, and that's probably actually why I woke up because my wife came to bed finally. And I was on her side, and she kicked me off, and so I kind of woke up just from that
Wow.
and grabbed my phone and went, I wonder if anybody is live, and there you were. So there we go.
There we go.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I got my turtle stories out of the way, so I don't do that anymore.
That's right.
Hmm. Yeah.
Now what do we talk about now?
I don't know. You talked about the moon. Oh, the moon shining in my room. I don't know. Talk about fishing. Talk about my camp.
Do you remember back in, Lori's chat, you may have not been there, but do you remember that night, um, I got everybody to send pictures of themselves, of their younger selves?
Mm-mm.
You weren't there for that?
Mm-mm.
I said
How do you send pictures?
so they would
Uh,
send it to Lori's email, and then she would post it up on
oh.
her, I think she used StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "I sure would like" I love looking at old pictures. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I go, like, into one of the, thrift stores and find a frame, like, with an old picture, I
Right.
like it. I don't know why, I've always been that way. Anyway,
Mm.
so I forget who was doing it first. I think it was, well, Lori sent me pictures of herself, and then what's his name? Troy. I said,
Mm-hmm.
"I would love to see pictures of everybody when they were, like, in their 20s or 30s," and I thought, "There's no way they're gonna do this." They did. They sent them. They were all up on the screen, and then I just thought
Funny.
it was funny that everybody did that, and they were like, "Okay, let's see yours," and I was like, "Nope."
See, now if I would have done that, when we bought this house in Florida, and I'm from Illinois slash lived in southern Wisconsin, it was a 5 hour drive to my camp. So I could get off work on a Friday, drive up north, get up there at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. Maybe the sauna's going, take a sauna, spend a day, day and a half, and drive back. So I had no intention to move to Florida at all. I'd been here once when my oldest was a baby visiting the sister in law, and we went to see Shamu at SeaWorld, and she was in her like snowsuit. It was so cold down here. It was terrible. Like, yeah, you could keep your Florida sunshine. So we bought a house, and she says, okay, our plan is we're going to move down there within 5 years. Like, whatever, I'm not moving. I'll come visit you in the winter. Um, and at the time, it's getting close to hunting season, and I would always let my beard grow out to a beard, and my hair, I just got it cut, would get long and it's getting shaggy, and
Nice.
somebody would go, "You need a haircut." Like, no, it's hunting season and winter's coming. And no, well, you need a haircut. No, 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 you can't tell me what to do. It's my hair. I'm not going to. I said, I'll cut my hair when I actually move to Florida, which is going to be never. So it's going to be down to my butt, and my beard is going to be down to my belly button because I'm not cutting it until I move. So it was crazy long. Like Troy's, his beard is pretty long, right?
Yeah,
That's how
mhm.
mine was. So my dad was calling me Duck Dynasty. Um, my nickname, I've had so many through the years that could be another thing. All my nicknames. I was Charlie Manson
Oh my goodness.
because I look psychotic, and my driver's license picture. I still have the driver's license. I would show people that, and they're like when I flew going through TSA, I look like a terrorist. And like I would get pulled to the side all the time.
That's not good.
No, it wasn't good at all. But I wasn't cutting my hair. Screw you. Um, so no, eventually I got it cut, and eventually, obviously, I moved to Florida. So, but yeah, I show pictures, show people my old driver's license picture, and I just look. My eyes are like all bugged out, and my beard is my hair is just uncontrollable. It was crazy. It's a
So
crazy.
how long was your hair?
My hair was way past my shoulders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was long. Um, then when I was moving down here, it was I would get it cut twice a year, like in um, July, and then in like January. So I only get two haircuts a year. So I'm moving down here, and my hair is all kind of out of control, and it grows so fast that I get it cut. And I'm like, she's like, what are we doing today? I'm like, well, I am moving to Florida, so maybe I'll just do a mullet. She's like, we could do a mullet. I'm like, nah, just shave it off. So I've had basically a shaved head since then.
Do you
So,
miss the long hair?
yeah, yes and no. Um,
I mean, you could grow it back.
oh yeah, I could grow it back. Real easy. It grows fast. Maybe I'll let it grow out. I won't get a haircut for 1 year. See how long it goes.
Yeah.
But I'm in like customer service, so if it starts to get all wacky and funky looking, I,
Yeah, that's true.
I need to be halfway presentable.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I understand.
that's really the only reason why I get haircuts now is because of my job.
You know what?
Mm,
I need water.
hmm
I'll be right back.
hmm
Okay.
Okay. All right, everybody out there in whatever we call this land, YouTube world. What? Nobody's chatting. Put something up in the chat. Hello, hello. Anybody there? It's just me. hmm This is how it would be if I did a live. It'd just be me staring off into the oblivion, into the abyss. But if it was during the day, I could take you out back and show you my girls, my pretty girls. hmm She could edit this out of the if she puts this back up for a live for a repeat, whatever you call them, replay. This part could just be edited. So I'm gonna get a piece of candy.
Okay.
I'm back.
I'm back.
hmm
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, I was just telling all the people out there that's watching that she could just edit that part out.
What happened?
It's just me staring off into the abyss.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
You went away and left me in charge, and I'm just holding a napkin and
Well,
typing.
there's nobody here. It's just you, so
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's why I said whoever's there, type something, say something. See, I drive them all away.
yeah. Normal people are asleep right now, probably.
Yeah, probably. But there are those either A out west, so they're 4 hours behind me, or
That's true.
people that have insomnia and can't work, can't sleep, or whatever. So So the Natalie's been back a couple times, huh?
I was drinking water, sorry. Yeah, she came back. I was happy to see her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
that's
think
good.
she's what is she, 19, I think she said?
She's in college, right?
I think she said either 18 or 19, but, what she
Mm-hmm.
was talking about, that's kind of upsetting to hear.
Oh yeah.
And I thought, "My God, what I tell her, she's asking for help from us."
Mm-hmm.
So, I had
Mm-hmm.
to think, "What am I gonna tell her?" So, I guess we did okay.
I guess so, but I mean, I think her being female, women would have better advice than me. Like I said in the chat, and I heard this from he's a comedian and from Wisconsin. You should look him up too if you want to learn about anything Wisconsin. Charlie Barons. He is a comedian and he started a thing called the Manitowoc Minute. Manitowoc is a town in Wisconsin, and they have hi yeah hey there. We got the Wisconsin accent going, but where was I going with the Charlie Barons thing? What were we just saying? Oh no, it wasn't the bullying.
It was the women, you said women relate more to
Oh
us.
yeah. He has the thing where he plays the dad, so he's like my age, talking to today's kid, going, "Here's a shovel. Go bury your feelings in the backyard, and while you're at it, fill up this jar of dirt for your boo boos."
Oh my
That,
goodness.
that's where I got that line. I thought it was pretty funny that
Yeah, but you have daughters, so I'm sure
mhm.
they came to you with problems at some point,
um, yeah, I guess I don't know, maybe
or maybe they just dealt with mom.
more with her, sure, yeah. So yeah, just being, male perspective. I don't know how what kind of good advice I would have to a younger female. I don't know.
Yeah. But for her to come on a chat and there's only 2 older people there and she actually asked us for some help or
Hmm.
advice, I mean, I'm glad
Hmm.
she found me, you know what I mean? I'm glad she found my chat.
Hmm.
I hope she's okay. I'm sure she
Yeah,
is.
because yeah, there's another. Um, I don't know whose live I was in, but another young girl came in there struggling with being bullied. Um, and what it's not, was it Natalie? Is it bulimia?
Yes.
So there was a different girl though that was basically dealing with the same issue. And I mean, as soon as I hear that, I put in the comments, I hate bullies. When
I
I was
remember you said that.
a senior, my school burnt down, and that basically changed the whole trajectory of my whole life because my school burnt down. The kid that did it was in my grade. He was a senior, and he was being bullied by a girl, and he burnt our school down because of being bullied. Nowadays, they bring a gun to school. Back then, um, me personally, why I hate bullies, I was the smallest kid in school. There was me and my buddy Randy. He was his dad bought him a 1957 three-quarter ton pickup truck. It was a tank, and he was like 4 foot tall. So he had to sit on pillows to see over the steering wheel.
Oh, wow.
And his dad, he was a carpenter, did beautiful stuff. His dad built them, put like blocks on the gas and the brake and the clutch because he was so small. So me, Randy, and another girl that I went to school with from like kindergarten on, Lorene, we were like the three smallest kids in school. So I got picked on a lot. Being a freshman, the seniors would haze people and they would make you push quarters with your nose. So you either had to A, push a quarter down the stairs, and if it went more than one step, then you would have to start over. B, and this happened to my friend Randy and my other good buddy, they had to race pushing a quarter across the field house floor, which was a very rough concrete. So they had a scar half the year, their freshman year, from the tip of their nose to the bridge of their nose. Their
Oh
whole
my
nose was
God.
nothing but a scar. So you knew what they did,
Right.
you know.
That's
So
terrible.
when we when I became a senior, they're like, we're cracking down on hazing. If anybody gets caught hazing, doing bad things to freshmen, it's going to be bad. Like, why didn't they do that 3 years ago when I was a freshman and we were getting picked on? So there's a kid. Um, he's on the football team, and all the gym teachers, they're all the coaches and stuff. Um, we couldn't do gym outside. It was raining, so we were playing floor hockey inside. And this a-hole takes the hockey stick and as hard as he can hit me behind my knees, both knees, and put me to the ground. Bam. And I jumped up and I was going to hit him in the head with the stick as hard as I could.
Hmm.
And as I was swinging, the gym teacher just like screamed my name, and I stopped like right before I was going to hit him in the head, and I got sent to the dean. Like, oh, why isn't he getting sent to the dean? Because he's your boy, because he's a football player. If I said if I ever see him out on the street, I'm running him over. I don't care. That's how much I wanted to just hurt him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate anything like that.
Hmm.
There's no call for it.
Yeah.
No reason for it, just to make you feel good.
Hmm.
Whatever. You know.
People are so stupid.
Yeah. So
What's that guy doing these days? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Maybe he's dead.
One of his best friends, um, he turned carpenter slash turned into a builder. So then, doing plumbing with my second boss and then my third boss, we worked with him. So he knew him. They were like best friends from kindergarten on. And I think he may have dated my sister for a little bit. I'm not sure. But this builder, that I went to school with, I had asked him, I'm like, have you ever been to um, a reunion? He's like, no. I said, I'll never go to a reunion. They could all kiss my butt. I hated high school. I couldn't wait to leave. But
Yeah.
having the school burnt down wrecked my senior year. So,
So what did you do after the school burnt down?
well, it was during Christmas break.
Hmm.
So, obviously, they couldn't, the school was shut down. So they were trying to figure out what to do with us. We were a pretty big school, and they decided to ship us to um, a different town, Lake Forest, which, like, per capita in Illinois, is one of the richest towns. Lots of money, lots of old money. So they had built a school just for freshmen, but they built it and they didn't have the enrollment they thought they would. So they just kept everybody in the main high school. So the school sat empty. The problem was it wasn't big enough. So what they decided to do, so I could have went, and I wish they would have did it different. Instead of that, they could have shipped me to a different high school, which if I needed to, I could have rode my bike to, or I could have drove there. It was, and I knew, I don't know, half dozen people, half dozen of my buddies went there, so I could have went there, but no. So the way they set it up was, because juniors and seniors may or may not have jobs, or with sports, that we went in the morning, and because of the parking situation, and it was pretty far away. You couldn't drive. You had to take a bus. So we would have to get up at like 4:30 in the morning to go to school. To get
Wow.
on a, you had to share a locker, but then we were done at like 1. And then the freshmen and sophomores, they started at 1 and they went to like 7 or whatever. It was a weird situation. You had
Yeah.
to share a locker because there weren't enough lockers for everybody.
Hmm.
Me and my buddy are sharing a locker. I went there for 4 days, and I had enough credits to graduate. My dad wouldn't let me take a study hall. He said, take a shop class, take a typing class, take whatever. He's like, take a computer class. They're the wave of the future. I'm like, I'm already getting picked on. I'm not going to be a computer geek too, whatever. I'm not taking a computer class. So I have no idea how to run any kind of computer. I'm an idiot. So,
You're not.
oh yeah. So we went there. I had enough credits to graduate. The only class you had to take as a senior it's like a social studies. It was a government class that you had to pass. And my closest buddy, we were in that class the first semester. His sister, being a few years ahead of us, she was a straight A student, straight A's and everything. She almost failed that class. So she blamed the teacher, Storm and Norman. So my buddy opted out of that class and had to wait till the second semester to take it. And you had to have it to graduate. Well, I had it the first semester, so I had enough credits to graduate. Um, I never took a study hall. I took whatever classes, elective classes in that shop and whatnot. So I graduated. I went there for 4 days. I'm like, this sucks. Went into my guidance counselor and went, this sucks.
Hmm.
I don't want to be here anymore. He's like, see you in June. I'm like, sweet. So it was too late to go to the local, we call it the College of Last Chance, CLC, College of Lake County. It was too late to enroll in their winter classes, whatever. I didn't have a job. And my other best friend, he graduated early with me too. Um, my mom had gone back to work, so I would just be laying around the house all day watching MTV and eating pizza and stuff. And my dad uh, basically kicked me out because he's like, you either have to get a job, go back to high school. I'm like, I'm not going back to high school. So me and my buddy, we got a job at Wendy's. And it's over the tollway. Remember Howard Johnson's or no? Like the restaurant and hotel.
No. Mm-mm.
So that Howard Johnson was back in the day. Over the tollway in Illinois, they had these things called the Oasis, and it was owned by Howard Johnson. They went out of business. So Wendy's leased either, I think, 2 or maybe 3 of these Oasis. So me and my buddy both get a job there. Um, and we're like, well, before we start, let's take a vacation and go up to camp. And it's in the winter. So he had a 72 Beetle Volkswagen. And we're on our way up there and we're having car issues. Engine, the throttle for the, um, not the ignition, but the throttle cable. You hit the gas pedal and there's a wire that was frayed. So halfway up north, we got it sort of fixed. And I get up to Michigan and I call my dad, like, yeah, we're having car issues. He's like, well, if you get into trouble, you need something. He's like, you make your way to Grams and I'll send you money. I'm like, don't tell me that because I might just stay. So in hindsight, I should have stayed up in Michigan and just became a woodsman hermit. But we went back to Wendy's and I worked there for like 3 years. So otherwise I would have got kicked out for sure.
Wow.
But I wanted to go to not northern Michigan, Houghton Tech up in Michigan. It's way up in they get more snow than anywhere in Michigan. To be a game warden, DNR, that's what I wanted to do. So I ended up being a plumber. Yeah.
Well, you like what you do though, right?
I don't mind it. I mean, my body hurts, but
Yeah,
I'm,
you said that. That's gotta be horrible every day.
I'm in pain every day. It
You're in
sucks.
pain right now?
Oh yeah,
Oh my god.
my shoulder, my knee. I don't know what's going on with my knee. Every day it's something new. But so that town of Lake Forest I mentioned, they did cast iron for piping. Um, Everybody switched over to plastic back in the day from cast iron to copper, and the rumor was, and it was probably more true than not true, the mayor of Lake Forest was a union plumber and a huge shop. So they switched over from cast iron to copper, and he said, "Not in my town." And then they switched over to plastic, and he said, "Not in my town. We're going to keep doing cast iron." So we call it turn and burn. The old fashioned, you take a fitting and put it in the pipe, and you have to put the stuff called oakum. It's a big thick rope, and you pack the oakum in,
Mhm.
and then you pour lead. So I'm like I joke with people that I'll never get sick because I'm so full of poison.
Yeah, you told
Lead
me
is
that.
well, lead is one of them. I'm sure I'm full of lead. But you pour the hot molten lead, and then you pack that, and then the smaller pipe was galvanized that you had to cut on a pipe machine, thread every piece using 24-inch, 2 foot long pipe wrenches all day. So way back when, I actually had like plumbing muscles, uh, and I did that every day for years and years. And that some of that stuff, we would get like 3 people to lift up the fittings and pipe and stuff, get it up into place, and get blocks underneath it, and it was brutal. But um, I liked it. I mean, you
Yeah.
had you had to think. The BAs, like I was always non-union. I've never been in the union, and the union is huge up there.
Mhm.
Um, I I would be on a job, and the BA, business administrator, they'd go around and they were trying to steal people from the non-union shops. And this guy shows up on inspection day, which I was always nervous and freaking out, and I don't want to fail. Um, he shows up in this. It is at least a 9 bathroom house, maybe a 9 or 10 bathroom house that me and my partner, basically 2 of us, did all by ourselves. And he was trying to recruit me. And I said, okay, if I quit and join the union, could I stay in Lake Forest? Because this is what I do. I said, look at this house. And I know it, the union stuff, there's a lot of politics. I had lots of buddies go to the union. And if you screw up, you're getting yelled at from 3, 4, 5 different people, different directions, how you're an idiot and how you screwed up. So I told him, I said, look at this place. It said, this is my house. I plumbed this whole house by myself. My boss gave me the print and said, see ya. He doesn't yell at me. He doesn't tell me what to do. If I need something, I get it. It said, could I stay in Lake Forest and plumb? Could you actually have to, you could train a monkey to do plastic. And he's like, well, I'll tell you the truth, all the work is in the big subdivisions and where every single house is the same. Like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't, I'll pass. I don't care. I'm making just as much money as you, so I don't need the union. I never joined.
Mhm.
So
So, how old were you? Well, you said you were born in Michigan, right? So,
no,
where?
Illinois,
Oh, I thought it was Michigan.
Waukegan, just north of Chicago. Yeah, I hate
Okay. So, how did you end up in Michigan or your
my
parents?
my parents are from there.
Okay.
So my dad, they just had a blizzard. He's from Nagani, which
Mhm.
is just outside of Marquette, which is the biggest town in the UP.
Right.
And my mom is from Wakefield, which is way out west UP. It's right next to the biggest lake in the UP is called Lake Ogibic. Um, that's where all the fish head stew came from. She's from Waukegan, I mean from Wakefield, and her brother, um, he was in Waukegan. He was in the Navy. He got out of the Navy. He started working at Johnson Motors, um, making motors, engines. And so she went down there because there's no work in the UP. That's why my dad left. He's like, you're either going to be a miner or a logger.
Right.
He didn't want to do either. My grandpa was a miner. He got blown up in the mine.
My God.
He survived, but yeah, he was buried alive, and they dug him out. A charge went off. He was a supervisor, and it didn't go off. So he went in to check on it, and as soon as he went in there, it blew up. So he had like his whole head was basically permanently bruised. He had purple spots all over his head. And it was probably like partial iron ore embedded in his head too. I don't know, but
Oh, no.
yeah, my dad did not want to be a miner, so he joined the Navy. There's nothing to do in Michigan, and he had to get out. He was, you look at the movie Grease and the
Yeah.
the greasers.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's what my dad was.
That's my favorite movie.
Oh yeah, he was a greaser. He was a tough guy. So he went in the Navy and ended up at Johnson Motors. And through my mom's brother, that's how my dad and mom met. Both from Michigan, but uh, down in Waukegan.
Uh-huh.
I was born and raised in Illinois.
Illinois, and then what age did you move to
Mm,
Wisconsin?
19,
You were
maybe
19. So when did you meet your wife? How old were you?
18. No, yeah, 18, 19, about the same time. Um, right after she worked at the Wendy's. That's how I met her.
Oh, okay, that's how you met her.
But so she was from Wisconsin, and how they would, that they were having issues getting people to work there, and so there's a bus company that goes between O'Hare and Milwaukee Airport, and they have different stops along the way. So these people in Wisconsin could hop on the bus and they get dropped off at work, and then on the way back they would hop on at the Oasis and get dropped off in Kenosha or Racine or wherever they were going. And so that she was, um, it was the summer after she went to college for 1 year. Um, so that was the summer of, let's just say, 86. And that's when I met her.
86? I was
And
7 years old.
she didn't go back to school her second year of college because of me. And I
Oh,
told her that's the dumbest thing you can ever do. I said, go to school, get your degree in whatever you're going to get your degree in. And she, nope, She's not going back. And then
Yeah.
I got stuck with the bill because her dad was a bum.
Oh,
And so yeah, I married into poverty. And the last boss I worked for, he hit the lottery when he got married, and I
really?
poverty. So yeah, I got stuck with her college bill. Thanks.
Oh,
Being a 19-year-old, appreciate it.
yeah.
But yeah, we I moved out. Kenosha was halfway between where she was working and where I was working. Um, she had quit Wendy's, but yeah, that's how I got into Wisconsin. And but I worked in Illinois my whole life. I commuted.
But it was just too cold, you said.
I got tired of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Now I might snowbird if I was retired. I would do Michigan in the summer and come down here in the winter for sure.
Yeah, that would work. Yeah.
So
So you have
someday,
been married for how long?
since 1990,
That's a long
30,
time.
30, it'll be 30, 36 years coming up. And Bell just did 37. I commented, I'm like,
Oh,
dang,
wow.
37's a long time. So I wonder if I'll even make it that far. And I'm at 36.
Yes, you will.
Oh, you never know. So, yeah,
Why do you say that?
I don't know. Things happen, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Well, hopefully.
Yeah. So, yeah, I want to go to Michigan. But the snow is, like they just had a blizzard. I don't want to deal with that crap. My dad had 5 foot snowdrifts in his driveway,
Yeah, you
and
said
it's
that.
freezing cold. I worked outside my whole life. I
Mhm.
can't. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Show up on a house and have to shovel off the snow for me to work.
Yeah, you said your daughter sent you a picture of you years ago
Hmm.
shoveling the snow.
Yeah, asked if I miss it. Like, nope, you can have.
You miss your daughters, I bet, that you don't get to
Oh
see
yeah,
them every day.
yeah. No, my grandson, the oldest one, just had his 10th birthday.
Nice.
So yeah, they went bowling, and she sends me videos and
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, if I was still in Kenosha, or I moved out of Kenosha and I moved out into the county, get out of the big city. Um, I offered, so I bought a mobile home up there at the same time as I bought this house in Florida. So we wanted to buy a house in Wisconsin and a mobile home down here. Well, the only mobile homes you could buy down here are basically in the 55 and over club, which we went.
Mhm. Right.
So we ended up buying a house down here. And at the time, a friend of a friend had a mobile home for sale. So I got a great deal on that. And I offered it to two of my daughters. And I wish they would have taken it, because I offered to pay. I said, "You pay the mortgage, and I'll pay the lot rent. I don't care, and you pay it off, and it'll be yours." Um,
That's a sweet deal.
and they didn't take it, neither of them. So like whatever. She didn't want to live out in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, I'm 10 minutes from 4, 5, 6 different little towns. What do you mean I'm out in the middle of nowhere? You look out in the backyard, and I just saw miles and miles and miles of just corn.
Yeah.
I didn't have any, neighbors. I had I called it the campground because
Yeah.
I called it my camper, but it was a three bedroom, 2 bath mobile home,
Mhm.
and the property right behind us had 3 or 4 horses, so they'd come walking by and you pet them and have horses right there. And like, no, we don't want to live out in the middle of nowhere. Like whatever.
So did you sell it?
Oh yeah, I
You
sold it.
sold it?
Hmm. But when we were buying the old places before we bought them, we went and talked to a friend of a friend who's like a uh, financial information,
Advisor?
yeah, advisor. And we told him we wanted to buy a mobile home down here and a house up there. And he's like, whatever you do, do not buy a mobile home. Said all you're going to do is lose money. It's like you go and buy a brand new car. As soon as you drive it off the lot, it depreciates. Like, okay, well, whatever. So we ended up buying the mobile home. I bought it for 24 and I sold it for 45. So don't tell me I can't make money on it, guy.
Yeah. Look at Lulu. Lulu's back.
Oh,
Y'all still going, she said.
wow. Yeah, we're at. Would you get up for some water? Or were you doing laundry?
Everybody should drink their water and everybody should do laundry. That's
Yeah.
what I think.
Mm-hmm. My laundry days are over.
I don't understand that, but I'm not gonna ask
It's
any
it's
questions.
it's like the lady parts aren't. I don't either. I don't understand it, but
I think I understand. I think I know what you're talking about,
mm-hmm.
but I don't wanna say it because I don't wanna, like, you know.
Yeah. She couldn't sleep. Yeah. Well, I'm like that most of the time. Yeah. The
I hear my husband coughing.
yeah.
I hope he doesn't get me sick.
I yeah. I couldn't tell you the last time I got sick. I mean, it had to be like 10 years that I've been sick. I never get sick. I never missed a day of work.
Really?
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
way back when I was younger, and I think it was probably partially my diet. I would get bronchitis really bad every January, February, whatever. Get bronchitis real bad. So um, being with the wife, I don't even think we were married yet. Um, I had it bad. So I don't know if you ever heard of this? Oh no! Hold on, I gotta get a battery pack. My stupid phone. Hold on.
How are we keeping you up, Lulu?
Yeah, how am I keeping you up? You're supposed to be sleeping. So
Yeah, I thought you left.
mm-hmm. Let's see if that charges. Come on. Okay, there it goes.
I'm
So
gonna rename this live,
mm,
something like "He's topless," something like that. That way it'll get a lot of views, you know?
mm-hmm. Okay, now I got this battery pack on and my phone holder up isn't gonna hold it up.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, I gotta fix it. What can I put on here? I need something heavy to hold it down. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Here, can you see?
I talk too loud or he does?
Where, can you see? I'm trying to shine on. Hold on 1 second.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on. Can you see that painting?
I don't know if that was intentional or not, but
Oh, it was. Do you see that painting?
oh my gosh. Yes, I see it.
My daughter painted that.
Oh,
That's like one of the only things I have from her. That and her.
Johanna painted that?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see the whole thing?
I don't. I can't tell what I'm showing. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Okay, now move it around. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the
she
top
did such a good job.
is the barn, so we got
And
chicken
yeah, are they
on
standing on top of each other?
the goat on the cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she painted that for my wife for our kitchen.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So
She was talented.
let's see. Let me turn this light off again. I don't want to be in the bright light. Wrong one. Oh, now it's really dark. Um,
Lulu Lulu left you a message
um, very beautiful. Show
under that.
more. Oh, I don't know. I might get in trouble. What if your husband sees it? and then somebody would come hunting for me. All I
Oh
have to
my
say
goodness.
is my door is open. Anybody can come on in. It might be the last thing they ever see, but they could come on in. I don't care.
So your phone was dying? Is that what happened?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I went to the Apple store today to try to fix my phone. And so I was done early and I wasn't very far away. And I says, "Ooh, I'm gonna go to the Apple store." So I go there and you can't just walk in and go, "Oh, hey Joey, can you help me with my phone?" You have to make an appointment.
Yes,
So
you do.
I'm sitting out. Well, I don't know that. I go out in the hallway, whatever, the main mall thingy, and sit down in a lounger. And I'm like, okay, I'm sitting out here. I'll do it for Friday at 2:30. Nope. So I got an appointment on Monday at 4. So I called my office and I said, hey, what am I doing Monday? I don't know, nothing yet. And I'm like, okay, well. So while I'm sitting there, Apple says, would you like a diagnosis run on your phone? I said, sure. So they did it, and it says, we have detected nothing wrong with your phone. So I tried texting someone, and of course, it didn't work. So I just went like that to Apple.
Oh, wow.
It, yeah, so it's technology. So I can text anybody with an iPhone, but if you have an Android, I can't text.
Well,
And I actually just got my phone. I couldn't call certain people. So the three people, my dad, my wife, and my brother, I can't text. And those are the three that I text the most.
right.
Other than my buddy up north, he has an iPhone, so we can text.
Those are the most important. You need to get that fixed.
Yeah,
So Monday?
Monday hopefully. So yeah, so the port to plug in is so full of crap, and I don't want to dig in there and wreck stuff. That I'm going to try to have them clean it and see if they can get that to work. Cause so
Yeah.
then I have to charge up the like a little battery pack, and then I charge it externally. I set it on there. So right now it supposedly is charging, and I have two of them. So like
So
when I
if you
go to
just go
bed,
away, that means it didn't work. It died.
yeah, but it's charging.
Oh,
It's
okay.
good. Yeah. The other day, I don't know, was I on your live and I just went away? Oh no, it was Lulu when we were up super late. Um,
Talking about me.
but if I just, yeah, talking about you, if I just go away, my phone died. So you'd be sitting there chatting and go, hello, hello, hello. Nobody,
Lulu said that you talk too loud,
I talk too loud.
unless she's talking about me, but I doubt it.
I don't know. I'm kind of trying to be quiet because people are sleeping. I might get yelled at.
Oh God.
What are you doing up? I don't know. I can't sleep. I'm on a live chat.
And probably who are you talking to?
Yeah, who you talking to? You get in trouble doing that stuff.
Oh, well, don't do that.
No, try not to. So, yeah.
I completely forgot what you said, what started this whole thing when your phone was dying. What were you saying?
Was I singing?
Saying, saying.
Um,
It's the accent.
I don't know. Before, like a few minutes ago.
Yeah, like you were talking and then the phone
What were
dying.
we discussing? I don't know. What were we discussing, Lulu?
I don't remember.
Go back in the chat. Show me more. You talk too loud. Y'all keeping me up. Are you just? Are you just? letting it run while you're sleeping like I would. So yeah, I did the like year-end review for YouTube, and it says that I visited 3,500 different channels. Like, no way.
Wow.
There's no way. So I don't know if they count like when you start on a short and you just go like that and you keep scrolling through shorts.
Maybe.
I don't know if that's how it counts because I'm like, there's no. I watch. I have so many that I'm subscribed to, and those are pretty much the only ones that I watch. I mean, every now and then I'll watch a random one, but um, yeah, I found that kind of weird that um, it said I did 3,500 different channels. Like, whatever. Oh,
I think you were talking about your grandsons, how one is turning 10, and
yeah,
then I don't remember what you said after that. Oh, I said you miss your daughters and you don't get to see them every day. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I might be going up in mid-February. I need to discuss that with my shop. That'd be a nice little trip. But
Yeah, you said you're gonna go by yourself.
yeah, I
Do
went
you do
last
that
year.
often?
Well, this past year I went up to because I was working on my sister's new place. Uh, I went up like 5 times.
Hey, Shawnee's back. Hello.
Hey, Shawnee told me to suck on a lemon.
I did not. I said if I said if you don't feel well, you can cut up a lemon and suck on the lemon because it makes you feel better when you're sick. Y'all never heard of that?
No, it makes you pucker.
Chips with cheese. I like crackers with cheese. That's like the best snack.
Oh, we just had taco spread for New Year's.
Did you make your chili mac?
No, we she made chili. I wasn't allowed to make my dad's recipe because hers is better. Uh,
Oh, okay.
but she made her chili. So now tomorrow it'll be leftover chili. So then we'll make a batch of macaroni
Gotcha.
and you
Yeah.
throw the chili over the macaroni and it's called chili mac. So Lulu never heard of that either.
I had never heard of it.
Or you never heard one. Somebody
No,
ever heard of it. How could you never hear chili mac? You
because I'm
put
from the South and we don't cook like that.
chili cheese dog. You put chili on a hot dog.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Who do we have here? Vidal? Hello.
Vital. Vital's in the house. Where's Vital from? And why are you up so late? Why are you up so late, Shawnee? Shawnee, I'm gonna get your book in the mail on. I'm gonna try to remember to bring it on Monday, and I'll stop at the post office and get it sent up to you. It's a good book.
High five.
I'm
Thank
just
you.
not doing anything.
Thank you, I'm talking to Lulu.
Oh, okay.
Thanks
I
anyway, though.
I take it back.
No, don't take it back.
Yeah. So
High five, Shawnee.
uh,
She knows what chili mac is.
how come I'm not? Oh yeah. Well, she's from up north, so you have to eat that kind of stuff in the winter.
Yeah, we don't
Keep
eat
you
do y'all
warm.
eat gumbo in the winter? No. No, have you ever had gumbo?
I don't think so. We don't do
Oh
much
my gosh.
seafood.
Well, it like, we made, chicken, sausage, and okra gumbo. It is
Okay. See,
so
out
good.
of all the garden stuff,
Mhm.
we get the most okra out of anything that we do.
I love
We
okra.
had okra coming out our butts. We had so much.
Wow, that sounds painful.
And we'll probably next time we'll probably pickle some and can it because we had so much okra. Yeah. So Shawnee's always up
There's
late.
no gumbo here.
Yeah, we were in a gumbo, like growing up, I was such a picky eater. Maybe that's why I was so skinny. My taco was a hard shell, unflavored ground beef, Kraft singles cut up into squares, and hardly any lettuce. And that's it. No sauce, no onion, I hate tomatoes. Tomatoes, you could take those and throw them all in the garbage.
Oh my god, I hate them too.
Um, well, part of the reason as a kid we were having a war, and I came around the corner of my neighbor's garage, and my buddy hit me with a huge. It was like what are the big ones? Not the Big Daddies. Um, Big Boys. It was a big tomato, and it was rotten. And he hit me full force right in the face. And I had it up my nose. It was going down my throat. It was burning my eyes. So that's one of the reasons I hate tomatoes. But just to like we have, that's not a taco. Well, that's a white boy's taco because there was no flavor. Now it's totally different. Now I love onions, especially like the sauteed onion. Um, the jalapenos we grow on. And we do really good with peppers and okra. Everything else down here, so like Shawnee, um, finding her channel, she's like one of my favorite channels, Shawnee. High five. Um, it is so hard to garden down here compared to Wisconsin. Everything is nothing but sand. We have weird bugs. We have heat that it just cooks everything. And we have critters that I couldn't even tell you. I'm at 155. I'm going to make a little plaque and put it in my shed. 155 rats for last year. So now I'm on a new count. Um, is it Vidal or Vital? Because I'm 100% Mexican. Um, so yeah, I mean, we never had. Um, I don't think I ever went to a Mexican restaurant growing up. But I mean, I grew up in the 70s. McDonald's was a treat. My mom and dad would go buy Chinese, and the next town over was Libertyville, a little tiny Chinese place, Henry E's, and we would get McDonald's and they would get Chinese. I hated Chinese too up until I was an adult. I thought it was disgusting. I am currently in Florida, Vital. I'm in Florida. I grew up in Illinois, which I hate the state of Illinois. And I moved to Cheesehead, Wisconsin. And I have property up in the UP of Michigan where they just got bombed with snow. It'd be cool to be up there snowmobiling right now, but not working. Go up and ice fish in a lake that doesn't have fish anymore because the DNR screwed it up. But very, very, very bland food growing up. And lots of cereal, lots of sugar, lots of
Mhm.
Hostess.
Yeah.
Cheetos was my favorite food.
Really?
Oh yeah.
And craft dinner.
Kraft dinner. I could eat Kraft dinner every day. I've had it 3 times this week,
Oh, wow.
just as a snack.
You
Oh,
really
that's
like mac and cheese.
mm-hmm. But we get Chinese. We would go and get McDonald's. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And as an adult, I would eat Chinese once a week. My kids. Yeah, now I love Chinese. Like we've had Chinese. Christmas Day we got Chinese. Nobody felt like I'm like I got a hankering for some Chinese. Let's get some good Chinese. And then we went to a movie. That's our Christmas tradition. Go to a movie every year. Um, there's a place in Kenosha, Wisconsin, the best Mexican restaurant. So every time we go back, we went back. This past year, we stopped in there and got the chimichanga. But yeah, I grew up very bland food, lots of sugar. Like I
So
said,
you've never had crawfish, right?
yes, I've eaten crawfish. I caught them as a kid, and we cooked them up.
Oh,
So,
okay. How about
we didn't know what we were doing. We just, you know, we we, we caught some and cooked them, boiled them up, and put some salt and pepper on them, and we ate them. That
oh
was it.
no.
So
Mm-mm.
it was probably we probably didn't enjoy it very much, but
Yeah.
yeah, to go to have a like you do what is it called, a boil,
A
crawfish
crawfish
boil.
boil? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, well they have those up in Wisconsin and Michigan and maybe over by in Minnesota by Shawnee, more by the Great Lakes. um, Fish boils. So you either get whitefish, lake trout, but it's right, straight out of the ice cold water. And they make them in these giant, I'm sure it's the same thing by you, giant vats of, potatoes and onions, and they make fish soup, fish boil. Um, so I imagine it's the same with crawfish, right?
I'm sorry, I was reading, it says, "Have you guys ever heard of Mardi Gras?" We have. Yes, we have.
I was going to go to Mardi Gras one time. I was going to go to New Orleans back in, and I just watched a championship game back in '96 when the Packers were there. We had season tickets, and my uncle he got two tickets, and his cousin also had tickets. So there was the four of them, and I was going to go down with my uncle, and I didn't. I forget who he brought, but Mel, my so it'd be my mom's cousin, the in law of him. He was probably in his late 60s. He drank like uncontrollably, like a fish, and he smoked like a chimney. And he would just have all the girls around him. He flirted so much for being an old man. I never understood how we would go to the Packer games and he had all the honeys all around him. It was hilarious.
The
But
honeys.
he went down to the Super Bowl for the Packer game and he almost got arrested. My other buddy from Wisconsin, he went down there. He got arrested for peeing and peeing in an alley, whatever. Um, so he got arrested. I was going to go with him on that trip and didn't. So I probably would end up being arrested too. So
That's not good.
no, I've only been arrested once. So
Oh my god.
it's dumb.
You wanna you wanna tell us what for?
Uh, Driving on a suspended license.
Oh,
So
okay.
the issue was um, my second boss. He was selling a pickup truck. It was a work truck and it had a back seat, so it didn't have like a four door, but it had the little like crew door. And he was selling it cheap. And I told my wife, I'm like, hey, uh, we're selling the pickup truck and I could get a real good deal on it. And it's a Ford. And my wife hates Ford. So like, I'm not getting it because it's a Ford. So I called my brother and I said, hey, my boss is selling the truck for like $500. It's got one decent dent on it, but otherwise the body is beautiful. It had a busted taillight, and nobody could figure out this taillight. So I had uh, a huge Dodge with the Magnum engine, and I'd get like 6 miles per gallon, and driving a lot, and it was costing me, $200 a week in gas. So I traded that in for a Corolla. And my dad's like, "Well, you need a truck." I'm like, "I don't need a truck. I got the car. That's fine." So he bought the pickup truck off my brother, and he gave it to me. I'm like, okay, so now I got a truck. I got a truck with a busted tail light. So um, coming back from hunting season, this is in October. Um, I had to work the next day, so it's a 5 hour drive. I was going to leave at whatever time to get home decent. My buddy hit a deer, so I'm out in the woods tracking this deer with them. So I didn't leave until like 11 at night. And I was leaving the gas station. Now, this is in the big Dodge with the big, huge engine that when I bought it, I said to myself, this truck's going to get me in trouble. Well, I pulled out of the gas station and got up to 70. And I said, ooh, I better slow down. And as soon as I said that, I got pulled over and I got a ticket. Well, I didn't have money to pay the whole thing. So I paid half. And because I'm a procrastinator, I I didn't pay the rest of the ticket. So unbeknownst to me, my license got suspended in Michigan. So I had been up there. So now I got the truck with the bus taillight. I had been up there every chance I got. And most of them were with my kids because I would go, hey, can I go to camp? And my wife would go, if you take the kids. So I would take the kids, get them out of her hair, and I'd get a free weekend up at camp. So I was up there 20 times and never had an issue. And so I knew, I got a letter and I knew my license was suspended. So we were going up for a Packer game, and it was the preseason on my anniversary. So we're driving up north to go to camp. And from there, me and my brothers were going to go to the Packer game. So I drove all the way up there. It's a 5 hour drive. I get into the first town in Michigan, it's Iron Mountain. And I says to my wife, and I pretended like I was tired. I'm like, I'm tired. How about you drive the rest of the way? She goes, no, you drive. You didn't pay your ticket. You deserve to go to jail. So I pull out of town, and it's like getting dusk. And there's a little strip of the highway with construction. And I wish I had turned on my lights. So it was like not dark enough for lights. A county cop was coming the other way and seen that I had a busted taillight. So he did a U and he pulled me over. And I seen him coming. And so this is on my anniversary. Anniversary dinner, Burger King. And I was like, oh, Daddy's going to jail. And the kids are like, what? He pulled me over, and I was going to hand him the license, and I wouldn't let it go. And I let it go, and 5 minutes later, he's like, yeah, I got to arrest you. He goes, here, turn this way so your kids don't have to see it. I'm like, okay, whatever. So which the kids did. That's like the most embarrassing thing their whole life, seeing me get arrested.
Yeah.
Well, I get back to the police station, and on the way down, a car is coming at us, and he didn't have a headlight. He had a headlight on. I'm like, let's turn around and roll him. He's like, no, I gotta get you in. So I get to the booking, and I call my dad. And what I was doing, because I didn't get paid vacation either back then, So I did lots of side jobs and worked overtime and stuff. So every time I went up north, I brought my dad some money and I said, put it in your sock drawer. So when I come up for hunting, I'll have money saved up to pay for my time off, to pay for the food, to pay for my license, to pay for everything. Everything will be paid for. So I call him up and I go, you have my money, right? He's like, yeah. I say, come and bail me out. I got arrested. My wife was so mad that he came. So he was going south and she didn't see him. She was going north. They passed each other on the highway when he was coming to get me. She wanted me to stay in jail overnight, and my brothers could get me in the morning on the way to the Packer game. And that hour that I was sitting in prison, I was in prison, sitting in jail, not fun. But my mugshot, I was wearing a blaze orange work shirt. I can't remember what the back said, something about plumbing. Caution, maybe it was just caution plumber at work. But it was just a real bright orange shirt, so it looked like I was wearing prison suit, right? So I'm looking at the picture. I'm like, hey, could I get a copy of that? Because guys in my shop would get a kick out of that, and they're like, no, we can't do that. We can't give out pictures like that. So I got arrested. Went to court. The state of Michigan, driving on a suspended license is basically like a DUI. You might as well have killed somebody. So my fine was, not only did I have to take off work and drive all the way up there, the court date was 1 week after Packer game. So I called the court, turtle nuts, whatever. I called the court and said, hey, I'm going to be up in Michigan. I'm way down in Wisconsin. I'm going to be in Michigan the next week. Could I get the date moved? She said, for what? I said, well, I got a Packer game. She's like, no, we only changed for a death. So they wouldn't change the date. So I went up, and this judge, he had a DUI. How are you a judge and you get a DUI? I don't get it. But you go and you stand in front of the judge in pairs. So I'm standing up there with like a 19, 20-year-old little Uber chick. And she went first. And it was the same thing. Driving on a suspended. She didn't pay the fine to the state. And he just started yelling at her and pointing at her. You're an idiot. What is going through your little pea brain mind that you came up with whatever you did? I'm like, oh my God, that I'm gonna get this guy's nuts. I'm gonna get hammered. So he looks at my stuff. I'm mid-30s, whatever. First time, blah blah blah. He's like, no problem. Do the fine and this and that. So the fine was court cost $2,000. So you had to pay $1,000 this year, and then $1,000 next year. Are you still there? Did you fall asleep?
Yeah, I'm listening.
So I had to pay $1,000. So I called the state. So my brother currently, he got DUI. He hasn't had a license in like 10 years. He hates the state of Michigan. He's so mad he can't get his license back. But anyway, so I called the state and I said, hey, I don't have $1,000 right now. Can I do a payment thing? They're like, yeah. So I did $100 a month and it's going to be paid off. And then I would have to do $1,000 next year. I mean, it's just freaking highway robbery. The state's broke and they're just stealing from people. It's ridiculous for a stupid driving on a suspended for getting a, having a tail light out. It's $2,000. I paid over 3 grand for a stupid tail light. So for being a procrastinator and not paying my ticket, that's what got me in trouble. So I would pay 100 and I miss a month, and I pay 200 and I pay 100 and I'd miss a month and I'd pay 200, and I had it paid off in like 10 months. I had, it was within a year. So I called the state again, and they're like, "Yeah, we want our $1,000." And I said, "Oh, I don't have $1,000. Last year I did a payment thing." They're like, "Yeah, you were late on 3 payments, so we want our money." I'm like, well, I don't have $1,000. I can't just write you a check right now for that much. Set up. I go, it's either, you take what I pay you. They're like, well, how about we suspend your license again? No. So I paid it off and I moved. I sold my house. I moved in with my sister-in-law, trying to figure out what we were going to do. And my birthday was coming up and my license was expired. So I had to go get a new driver's license. And I go into the Wisconsin Bureau of Driving, and she said, "Do you know your license is suspended in Michigan?" I said, "No, I paid it off. I just went through all this crap for this, getting my license suspended. I never finished paying off the ticket." And when I was up at court, I asked my probation officer if we're good, because I drive in Michigan more than anywhere. I drive, I have to be able to drive in Michigan. "Oh yeah, no, you're all good. I never finished paying off the like $75 worth of ticket. So if I had been pulled over again, I would have had to have gone through the same thing over and paid another like 3 grand.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous." So I went in on my way up to camp one day, and I stopped in at the court, and I said, "This is ridiculous." I said, um, "I had no idea it was suspended." She's like, "We sent you 2 certified letters." I never got them. I moved. So uh, that's my being arrested story. It wasn't like I killed anybody. Not that I
Thank
wanted to.
God.
Yeah,
When you said that, I was like, "Oh, Lord."
yeah. No, everybody should be arrested at least once.
No,
It's
thank you.
fun. Yeah, taking a ride in the back of a cop car.
Anybody else? Have y'all been arrested? Come on, Lulu.
Oh, Lulu's been arrested. She's a hippie from the 60s. They used to beat people when they protested with the nightsticks. We need to bring that back. Shawnee's been arrested.
No, she hasn't.
Yes. Loitering.
What could she do?
Huh? What else do you do in small town Minnesota in the winter? It's either I've been in some cop cars, see? Mm-hmm. She's been arrested.
Wow, that's shocking.
I'm not shocked. Everybody's been arrested. You've probably been arrested. You're just not saying it.
I have never been arrested. You have no idea. I am
You,
like the quietest person.
if you go to Mardi Gras, everybody's been arrested at least once.
I don't go. That's the thing. I used to when I was a little kid,
No.
but I don't go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. Um, yeah, see, I was put in handcuffs, put in a car. I've been to court, paid fines. Yeah, I hate going to court.
Wow, Shawnee. Why is there static now? Do you
Mm,
hear it?
only a little bit when you talk. Is there
I know,
static?
but why?
Is there static when I talk? You did laundry in the back of a police car? Is that to get out of a ticket?
Oh my God. This stream is getting good now. What else happened?
Yeah, she she did that to get out of a ticket. That's how women get out of tickets. Guys get beat and put in prison. Mm-hmm.
Get up here and tell the story, please.
She's not gonna do that. Yeah.
Well, at least it wasn't for something like really, really bad, you know?
Yeah, it
It was
was
just
stupid.
because, yeah,
And
it
it
was
cost
stupid.
me money. It was ridiculous. And then I wasn't gonna be allowed to go to my paradise because of that. Like, whatever. I'm going. Can't keep me away from my sauna.
Well, I hope you get your own in Florida.
Um, yeah, I want to make one. I could do it cheap, and it would be um, just a tiny one. But so you could, like my sister's, it's a barrel sauna. It heats up in like a half hour. The issue is that it's just one layer of wood. It's cedar. It's beautiful, but it's hard, especially when it's cold. I was getting out of work as a dancer.
Shut up. Are you serious? I think she's lying.
The kind of dancing I'm thinking of, Lulu, back in the day. There's a place in Spread Eagle that, that they do dancing. That's the name of a town, Spread Eagle. Spread Eagle, Wisconsin. Look it up.
Okay, so the static is coming from you. So what did you do?
I didn't do anything. The YouTube thing I made go away. Is there static when I talk?
Yes.
Because okay, I'm not hearing any static. Um, really? Okay, now she brought up a thing about pictures when you're younger. You need to find your dancing day picture and put that up.
I would love to see a 20-year-old Lulu.
Yeah, on the pole. Oh
Not
yeah.
on the pole, no,
Okay.
but just a 20-year, you can tell Lulu is a pretty lady, so I know when she was 20, you know, yeah,
And
she
she
probably
takes
was a
care,
dancer.
taking care of business with the cop. Back in the day, nowadays they get fired. Back then, you get promotion.
Shawnee, you're young. I would imagine you're in your 30s, right? I think Shawnee's like so cute.
Sonny's 29. She has the little kids. Yeah, my oldest will be 30. Let me think. What year is it? 26. My oldest is going to be 34, and my youngest is 15.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's quite an age difference.
yeah. So, um, cream of the crop. Mm-hmm. Dang, we ever in Spread Eagle, Wisconsin, at the Golden Nugget. I'm not going to say or not say that I've ever been there, but that's an establishment. Mm-hmm. Cream of the crop.
35, okay.
I
You look
remember when
younger
I
than
was
that.
25.
Hey, will you do me a favor? I'm gonna kick you out, okay? And then I want you to come back. Can you do that? Because I think the static is you.
Okay, I'll go
How
away.
how do I kick you out? Let's
See,
see. Okay. Oops. Yeah, you are cute. You're a very pretty girl. I thought you were much younger. I mean, 35 is young, but you know what I mean. I think Lulu is just pulling our leg here. Something you don't know about Lulu is that she likes to do laundry only in the wintertime. She said it it helps keep her warm. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know what laundry means. I don't know what they're talking about. Did
Did
you
it
just
fix
flip me
that?
off?
It's not working. It's all staticky. What happened?
I don't know.
It's because of me and technology. This stupid thing right here doesn't work.
It's
It's
weird
me.
because it was fine and then now it's not.
Yeah, it was all
Do you
good.
are you sure you have, YouTube closed?
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, let me do that a second. Make sure that that's gone. Okay. Is that better?
I don't know
The
yet.
YouTube thing is gone now. It's still static.
Nope.
Getting none but static. Woo! Getting none but static. Static in my attic on channel Z. Maybe you need to turn down his volume on my phone. Then I won't be able to hear. Is that better or no?
I don't know yet.
Okay, then I
No, I
can,
still hear
should I
it.
turn my volume down? Do
Mhm.
you hear static when I talk?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't hear your static, but maybe the mic on his device is failing and breaking down. Probably, because I have a feeling they're going to say that I need a new phone and I can't afford one, so I'm going to have to deal with this piece of crap. Broken phone.
Phones are crazy expensive.
Oh, well, I can't afford it. My sister bought me this one. She paid for it. She bought me. This is a 15. She bought my two kids 14s, and she bought my wife an Android.
You have a nice sister.
Oh, she's unbelievable. She's paid. She called me up. She was working for a company, and they could buy company cars, like great deals. She calls me up and says, "Hey, there's a minivan for sale in my company. I could get a great deal on it." And I said, "Whatever. I don't need a minivan. I got a car. I got a truck. What do I need a van for? I don't need another car." She goes, "I'm buying it for you and sending it to you, and you could just, pay me back." Like, I don't want to owe you money. I don't want a car payment. I don't have any payments. Everything's paid off. So she buys this car from Connecticut and pays to have it shipped to my house. So I sell my pickup truck and I paid her It was blue booked at like 15 grand. And I sent her about $1,000. And she goes, "Why don't you fly out? I'll buy a ticket, fly out to my house, and I need some work done, and we'll take it off the van thingy." I'm like, "Whatever." So I flew out there for a long weekend, and she goes, "Yeah, don't worry about the van. It's paid off." I'm like, "No, I can't. No." She's like, "Nope, it's all paid off. Don't worry about it." I'm like, "Okay." So I got a free van. That's the one I just got rid of.
I need a sister like that.
Yeah. Well, she's younger than me, and she's been retired 3 times already. She keeps getting bought out, and given a nice severance package. "Oh, we'll give you a severance package of 6 months, whatever." But she's in the drug business, and she was in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and she goes over to the Mayo Clinic, and whatever drug she was pushing, she got the Mayo Clinic to switch from whatever they were using to what she was selling. And from that point on, she just moved up the corporate ladder just from that one sale. And so she became the Kansas City, like the Midwest regional manager, whatever. So she's making good money. Is it so staticky?
It's not as bad, but
Okay, see, now I don't get any static now from you.
so Sybil
Um,
does a live laundry stream once a month. Please don't start that rumor.
do what? Oh, I'll watch the live laundry. I don't need Viagra. I want
Isn't it crazy that all this stuff is coming from Lulu?
to. I want to see Lulu as a 24-year-old dancer. Lulu. hmm Is we don't call it still here?
Who? Shawnee?
No, the other one that was in here. I'm scrolling back to see.
I don't think so.
Virgo. What was their name?
Vidal?
Vidal.
Vital?
Vital. Vital or Vidal. Um, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I still have my poll. Nice. hmm Mr. Lulu's lucky. Sit back.
Sometimes I want to ask people questions, but I know it's like so rude. So I'm not going to say anything. But I think Lulu is lying.
Lulu, are you lying? She's pulling your chain. Good girls like that didn't do things like that.
Anyway, Lulu, are you ever going to come up here and talk? I mean, maybe not tonight, but one night?
Sure, she can. Then we can talk about the adventures of dancing, because it is winter.
That's true.
hmm
It's time to it's time to get busy.
Sure.
Poor Shawnee. She's like, what are they talking about?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think I figured out pretty quick what you're talking about, because I'm like, that can't be like laundry.
So I'll tell you how it started. It was
Mm-hmm.
during trivia,
Mm-hmm.
and Jen started it because every time she said, "Are you going to come to trivia?" Or "I'm doing a live," and I said, "I have a lot of laundry to do, but I'll be there." So I was always late to trivia or whatever. And so she one day said, "I'm starting to think that trivia, that's trivia. I'm starting to think that laundry is not really laundry."
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, what's more important, laundry or trivia?
Laundry.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then she'd say, "We're gonna do a live at, whatever, after trivia. Are you gonna be there?" And I'd say, "I don't know. I have to see if I have to do laundry."
Mm-hmm.
'Cause what's better,
That's pretty good.
chatting or laundry?
Mm-hmm. Well, depending on the person, it would be trivia.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. So, laundry code words. Yep.
So Lulu says that her laundry days are over, and other people have said that too. I don't understand it, but I guess it's just one of those things.
Yeah. Laundry is a code word. So when you hear them talking about laundry, because I don't talk about laundry ever. Laundry's naughty. Mm-hmm.
She said it depends on who you're doing laundry with.
Mm-hmm. Sure. And Lulu went to the laundromat a lot. So
I cannot believe that.
I going to the laundromat or the cop car? Because the
Well,
cop car thing, I totally believe.
I believe the cop car thing, yeah. Oh my god!
Dang, man. Mm-hmm.
That's gross.
That's crazy.
I'm a one load kind of person.
Hmm. I don't know her well enough to know if she's joking or not.
I'm pretty sure she is. But just go with it.
Mm-hmm. So is your favorite cycle the spin cycle? Sounds like money. Mm-hmm.
So what is everybody doing this weekend? Anything fun or
Well,
just staying home?
it's 3:30, so I'll be napping.
Oh, if
Sunday,
you
I
need
have
to go, let us know.
the Packers are on, and it probably won't be on my TV. Rinse. No, you got to do it on the spin cycle when that machine is moving. Um, Probably won't be able to get it on my TV, so I go down the street to a place called the Brew Burger, and watch the Packer game there. And one of my customers, when I did actually 2 videos of plumbing from her house, she was so happy that I did what I did. She gave me $100 gift card to that place.
That's nice.
So, oh yeah, it was awesome. So what I was doing, because on occasion I get the game on down here, right? They're like the 4 o'clock game. Um, she doesn't have a clue. Um, I would go down to the Brewburger and watch a game, and it would cost minimum 35, $40 for just me to go down there. So somebody's looking at the bank statement and says, what do we have to do to get the Packer games on the TV? Because every time you go down there, it's costing 30, $40. And I said, well, you don't have to worry about that anymore because one of my favorite customers gave me $100 gift card. So that'll get me 3 trips down there. So since she got me that card, I haven't had to go down there because they played on Thanksgiving, they played on Christmas Eve, whatever. They've been on TV up until this last week when they absolutely got annihilated because it's on stupid Peacock. I didn't get it. So I went down to the local establishment and I said, you got to get the Packer game on. And they couldn't get it on there. So I haven't used my card yet. And I thought to myself, I could bring the wife and kids and we could go down there and have a nice dinner. Or I could just go down there by myself and go down there for 3 times or 4 times and use the card from my hard work.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's got a cool little camper. She goes up to Michigan. It's a Scamp. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it's like one of the smallest campers that you could buy. They're cool little campers. And the first time I went to her house, I'm like, oh, look at that cool camper. They're like, you ever use that camper? She's an old lady. I don't know how old she is. She's in late 70s for sure. She drives from Florida all the way up past my camp. She knows exactly where my camp is. She goes past my camp up to a town called Big Bay. It's right on Lake Superior. So she goes, yeah, I'm going to use the camper one more year. This next summer, I'm going to bring it up there. And then I'm getting too old. I won't have any use for it. I'm like, sweet, I'm going to get it off her. And I'd only been to her house a couple times. So it's sitting way in the back of her yard. And the last time I was there, that I seen her in person, I'm like, oh, I see you got you still have the camper. She goes, yeah, my grandson really likes it. I'm like, dang it. So I may or may not get it. I'm gonna try. She said it needs a little work. She's like, oh, you could do that, no problem. You'll be able to fix it. So yeah, I've gone over and done other things than plumbing. Rebuilt like her water heaters outside. So there was like a little shed built around it, and the hurricane messed it up. So I went over there and fixed that. But yeah, she gave me. It was um, totally unexpected. I mean, I get tips from people every now and then. I'll get a 20 here, 20 there. Um,
That's good.
so she was on her way back down from Michigan when I was starting this little project on her house. So I called her and I'm like, where are you at? Are you on your way down? She's like, I'm in Virginia. I'm like, Virginia? That's way out of the way. I mean, I go, 75 to 40 to 24 to either 75 back up through, or 65 through Indiana, or I've been taking 57 up through Illinois. Like, Virginia's way out of the way. She's like, yeah, one of my good friends is dying. So I, went that way to see her. So she's in South Carolina on her way down. And we got on the topic of burgers and McDonald's, which I went to today. And that just confirms I will never, ever, 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 ever go back to McDonald's again, ever. She's at a McDonald's and she's like, oh, where do you go for, a good burger? And so I go down, it's right down the street. I could walk there, called Brewburger. And so when I got home, she was so happy that she could actually use her bathroom. She mailed me a gift card. I'm like, sweet, I'll take it.
That's nice.
Yeah, she's a nice lady. I get a few good customers like that. Yeah.
Any of them try to do some laundry with you?
No, but I do. I have coworkers that have done it.
With you?
No, with homeowners.
Okay, that's what I thought. That happens a lot.
Yeah, no, not with me. I
I
mean,
thought you meant,
even
yeah. Okay.
no, this was in Illinois. There was a girl painter, and she's walking by my coworker, and he was on a ladder, and he goes, "Look at perfect height." And she goes, "Yep, zip," and just did some laundry right there,
Wow.
right there on the ladder. I'm like, dang, that never happens to me. So yeah, no homeowner laundry. I'll just fix it. I don't get to do it.
I bet Lulu did that back in the day.
hmm What did Lulu do for work?
I don't know.
Or was she just a homemaker?
No, I
Well,
think she worked.
yeah, as a dancer.
She worked the pole.
They used to call those ladies of the night down in the red light district. Right, Lulu? Or did she go to bed? She fell asleep. Oh,
No,
there
she's
she
still
is.
there.
Oh, there she is. Doing that, whatever. Shrugging your shoulders.
Yeah, like she's so innocent now. She has no idea what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Put us all through school.
That's what they all say.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah, what else are we doing? I don't know. We might go do frisbee golf. I might go fishing tomorrow.
You should do a live if you go fishing.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh,
How do you do it live? Do it. Don't you have to go to YouTube something and set it up?
so yeah, you have to you'll click live on your YouTube, and then you
Okay.
have to verify your phone number. So they're going to ask you to put your phone number in and verify it. And all that means is you put it in, you click the button, and then YouTube will send you a text,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how you verify it. And then you have to wait exactly 24 hours, and then you can
Mm-hmm.
go live.
Hmm. Yeah. So what do you go into? YouTube what?
So you go into your YouTube account, and let
Yeah.
me see, where do you go? Where's my phone?
So Shawnee, we've done disc golf. We went the day after Christmas because we were off. I was off. So we have a little 9-hole par 3 right by my house. Cool little course. We went yesterday, and on the first hole, my daughter got a 2. She nailed like a 50-foot putt. It's pretty good. But yeah, we've got probably, there's 2 courses that we've only played once. One, there's a lot of water, and I lost my best disc there. Went in the water, and we put phone numbers on everything now. So I get a phone call. I have your disc. Like, sweet. So what it is this guy resells them out of his garage. If you find them, you bring them to him. He cleans them up. He gives whoever finds them $1, and then he charges $1. So I had to pay $2 in ransom to get my disc back. But it's an Eagle. They don't make them anymore. And that Eagle, the very first time I ever went out, my buddy's like, oh, you ever play disc golf? I'm like, no. He's like, oh, it's cool. You got to come out and try it. So I went to the local convenience store that was right there, and they sold them, and I bought one. So either on the first or second hole, I threw it into the woods, couldn't find it, and I found the Eagle. So we're playing, we get up to the, we're coming to the 9th hole. So first you have to, you're thrown across a road, and then right by the basket is the bathroom with the water drinking fountains and that. It's after the 9th hole. So there's like 10 or 12 people sitting right there, and my buddy throws it and gets close. It's like a par 3. He gets close to the basket, and he's like, nice and easy pass. And I threw it, and it hooked right in for a hole-in-one, and everybody just erupted. Like, dang, my first time ever, I got a hole-in-one. I like this game. So yeah, I've been playing that ever since. So I had one other hole-in-one down here. But we have a few, yeah, they go in the water. If you can't see it, there's no way I'm getting in the water. There's some big freaking alligators around here. I don't need to be getting eaten over a $10 disc. But when I went to that guy's house, he had all these discs that for sale, and I had 10 bucks. Oh, I had 10 bucks plus the 2, so I paid him 2 to get my disc back out of ransom. And I'm flipping through his boxes of for sale, and there was another Eagle just like mine, and he told me, I didn't know this, I don't follow it all that close, whatever, that they don't make them anymore. So I could have bought that disc for $10, or I bought a driver, a mid-range, and a putter for 10 bucks. So that's what I got. I got 3 for 10. So I just keep those in my work truck. So if I'm ever in that area and I'm done with work early, I just shoot over there and play a quick round or play a few holes, whatever. But yeah, we like playing disc golf. Both my son and daughter are pretty good. From my dad's hometown, Negaunee, Michigan. 18 holes. Lots of tournaments. Yeah, I went to one in Kenosha. It was at the college. I'm old and tired. What's the name of the college? Let me think. Is it still all staticky? Because if it is, that would suck. Parkside, University of Wisconsin at Parkside. They had an awesome 18-hole course, and they would hold tournaments there. Like I think they had the national championship there once, but they redid it. They were expanding the college, and they messed up, and I think they went down to a 9-hole instead of an 18. Um, but what else was I saying about the disc golf? Oh, Nagani. So the whole town back in the day when my dad was a kid, um, the town was sinking because they mined underneath it. So they moved the whole town. So that area is called the caving grounds, and it was off limits. You couldn't go in there. But over the years, supposedly it's stable enough that they were letting people in there. So my dad brought me in and showed me his childhood home. They dug up, and I think I mentioned this in one of your lives. They dug up like my dad's grandma's or his great grandma. So it'd be like my great grandma's roses were growing in the yard. They dug them up and planted them out at our camp. So those roses are still going. They got to be way over 100 years old. But anyway, the caving grounds are stable enough now that they're letting people in there. They made a disc golf course there. And my brother volunteered to help do it, cut trees, make the trails, all that kind of stuff. So 2 summers ago, so I've never been to one that you have to pay. I don't think I would pay to go play disc golf. There's plenty around that are free. Why should I pay? That's why I don't play golf. I have golf and I'll go to the driving range, but if I have 3-4 hours to kill, I'd rather go fishing than play golf. Okay, Lulu.
Good night, Lulu.
Hope you feel better. Yeah, see, they're still staticky. It probably sucks for those that, like, I can't tell that they're static unless you're talking. So yeah, I hope you feel better, Lulu. But yeah, my brother took my son there, and he was playing as good or better than the guys that were with my brother. So he's pretty good. Everybody has crappy shots, but
Shawnee, how old are your kids?
he's got little ones. I'm gonna guess the oldest is 10 or 12. The oldest, down to like 4. Yeah, she got little guys. You have 3 kids, and she homeschools. We homeschooled all our kids. We didn't trust the public school system. Well, none of my kids are vaccinated. That's the main reason. So they weren't going to let them in school if they weren't vaccinated. So we said, screw you, school system. So I run into a lot of teachers at 7. Okay, yeah, I thought maybe.
Oh, they're little bitty.
Yeah, I knew they were, but I thought maybe the oldest was a little older. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, my youngest grandkid is 7, I think. The oldest just turned 10, so the other one's got to be 7. So he'll be 8, something like that. I don't know how old anybody is. So, yeah, I got my oldest could be like my youngest mother. That's how mine are all spread out, because we had 2, and she had a miscarriage. Then we had 3. I was supposed to get snipped, but I'm a baby and a procrastinator. So then we had number 4, and that was the boy. Oh, it's okay. I'm done having kids.
Yeah, you were telling us that story.
Yeah. So I got snipped and it didn't work. So along came number 5. And I'm lucky that I'm alive because, I mean, how old am I? 58, 14. We were like in our 42, 43, something like that, having a kid. That's too old. She wasn't even supposed to have any. She was in a car accident before we were married. Broke her pelvis in 4 spots. The doctor's like, "You're never gonna have kids."
Wow.
Like, yeah, she had 5 up years. But so she, this is how we came to Venice. Her oldest sister used to live in Tarpon Springs, which is up north of Tampa. So she had moved back to Wisconsin, and I would go on every 2 years a big hunting trip, not just going up to my camp, but there's a big group of guys. We'd go out to Kansas or North Dakota, South Dakota, and we'd go hunting. Well, her and her 2 sisters said, "Well, we're going to go to Florida." So they came down to Venice, and my wife fell in love with Venice. And she'd been here three or four times. And so when she got pregnant, she wasn't supposed to get pregnant because I wasn't supposed to be able to have kids anymore. It was snipped. But because I'm a procrastinator, I didn't follow up, go in and get checked to make sure that it worked. I just assumed that it worked.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I assumed everything would be good. So she gets home from Florida, and I get home from hunting, and the stick is on the back of the toilet. And it was there for like 2 weeks, and I didn't even notice it, right? And she's like, "You need to explain the stick." I'm like, "What are you talking about? The stick? You need to explain it to me." Like, "What are you talking about? You're freaking crazy, lady. All these women are nuts. Like, you need to explain the stick." And she goes, "It's been on the back of the toilet for like 2 weeks." And my heart stopped. And I go in there, and it's blue or pink or red or whatever. She's pregnant. And I went, "Wait a minute, what'd you do in Florida? Because I can't have kids. Shit's going to start looking like Julio the pool boy. Going down to Florida doing some laundry." And nope. I went and got checked out, and it didn't work. So because I didn't do a follow-up, he was going to charge me full price again. And I'm like, "You should be writing me a check for like a college fund." Because he said, and this, I joke with people, he's like, "We've done 100,000 vasectomies. You're the first one that it didn't work." I'm like, "Of course, because it's me. I can't get LASIK because I'll go blind." I go, "You're the first one that this ever happened to." So that's just the way crap goes for me. So I went and had it done again. And I told him, I said, "If she gets pregnant, not only am I going to be dead, but she's going to come in here and she's going to kill all you motherfuckers. She'll go to prison because she can't go through another pregnancy." So that's how we ended up with 5. And that's how there's 20 years apart. Couple miscarriages in there, etc. So yeah, that's the old snip snip.
That's the snip snip story.
And I think because I took saunas right after it, that my sauna healed it, that I wasn't supposed to take a sauna.
That's exactly what happened.
So I went up, my brother picked me up from the doctor's office, and we drove straight up to my camp. So, because I couldn't work, I was off and it was, I believe it was so you could get really good deals during March Madness. And they still do it, right? So you're going to be off work anyway. You might as well go get a vasectomy and be off and lay around and watch basketball, right? So we drove straight up north, and the doctor's like, you can't get it wet. Um, I said, well, what about taking a sauna? He's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. The heat probably isn't good. Um, so it was in the middle of winter, or not the middle of winter, but there was lots of snow. So I took a blazing hot sauna, but kept myself cool with snow, if you know what I mean. So I figured it was all good. So I think the sauna healed me and
Yep.
caused my near death experience because yeah, I could have been killed very easily.
Well, she's 15 now, and I'm sure you're very happy to have her.
Oh yeah, and yeah, she's a total. Yeah, there's no way she looks like a pool boy. She's mine, 100%.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, she looks like number two for sure.
You have very pretty daughters.
Hmm. Yeah. So
Well, let's see. It is 3 a.m. here.
it's four here.
Y'all kept me up very late.
No, you
I'm gonna
kept
be
me.
like I'm gonna be like a zombie
Hmm.
tomorrow.
That's what naps are for.
Yeah, we'll be doing a lot of that because, like I said, he's sick. So I'm not gonna be doing anything this weekend, probably.
I might go take a nap at the beach. Should be warm enough. Yeah, naps at the
Wear
beach.
sunscreen.
Probably not. I don't wear sunscreen. I'm a Finlander. I'm as white as that container over there.
So you just burn, right?
Hmm. Oh yeah, my whole life. So it's too late now. Whatever. Sunscreen's not gonna do anything for me. Sunscreen full of lead, flux, solder, all that good stuff. Sniffing glue
Good
since
Lord.
1988. Hmm.
I said, good Lord.
Oh yeah, I'm all full of poison. That's why I can't get corona. It just gets in my body and it'll die from all the poison from plumbing.
Shawnee put a period.
What does that mean?
I don't
Done?
know. Oh, maybe she's done. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go to bed too. I was sleeping and Simple woke me up.
Okay. Well, I hope everybody sleeps well, and I'm
Yeah.
not even sure if I'll do a Sunday live because we did it tonight.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, if you
We'll see.
do, more than likely I'll be there. Who else
Okay.
is doing it Sunday? Let me think. See, the 9 o'clock thing. Wanda does one at 9 o'clock. That's when my wife gets up for work, so I assist on helping her leave. I don't get any assistance when I leave, but I help people leave for work. So 9 o'clock, I'm kind of like in and out. I'll be on
Oh,
somebody's live and do
yeah.
stuff. And, you know,
Yeah.
yeah. See you, Shawnee. Like I said, I'll get that book in the mail. It's a cool little book. Um, maybe you can have the kids pick a section and do one type of the hydroponics. I mean, I copied a few of the things, so um, I might try one or two of the things, but I'll get that in the mail to you Monday or Tuesday. But I'm a procrastinator, so it could be next Monday or Tuesday.
It could be next year, Shawnee.
Yeah, it'll be next Christmas. We'll be going. Now my kid's 8. He wants to do the hydroponics. Where's that book?
Now my kid's 8.
Yep.
Okay. Well, everybody sleep well. I'm gonna try to go to
Alrighty.
bed. And,
Yeah, this was fun.
yeah,
Hmm.
turned out to be good even though I had to restart, but that's okay. It's okay, we got
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah, and I don't
Alright.
know what the static is for now. It seems to be gone.
I don't know, it's crazy.
Yeah, now it's not there.
It's gone. That's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Alright, y'all. Have a good night.
Alrighty.
Bye-bye.
See you later. All right. How do I go out of here?